Talk Sport.
Good afternoon, I'm Max Scott here with your sports headlines. So Sean Dyche replaces Ange Postecoglou at Forest. So will it be a return to a more defensive system like that seen under Nuno? Or can Dyche break the perception that he's a one-trick pony? Here's Simon Jordan.
So what I'm going to do is when I had at Burnley, I was told to manage with what I've got. When I was at Everton, I had no bloody choice, right? Yeah. Now I've got an owner that's going to spend money. So now you're going to see the real Sean Dyche. Yeah. You're going to see my progressive, ambitious, forward-thinking, expansive football. Cobblers, you're going to see the same.
Speaking to talkSPORT back in 2022, Sean Dyche says he feels the perception of his management isn't necessarily the full picture.
Perception now is so important in football. Yeah. It's not built on the facts all the time. No. It's a perception of people's views. Views not news now. Views not news. It's just loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of views make a storyline.
Dyche's first game in charge is against Porto in the Europa League, live on talkSPORT Thursday evening. Now, Jose Mourinho's been on the charm offensive ahead of Benfica's Champions League clash with Newcastle tonight. He says he gets emotional about being at Sir Bobby Robson's former stomping ground, and this was his message to his players about playing under the lights at St James's.
I told them that is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Even as an opponent, it's beautiful. Of course, they're going to play with the Newcastle players, but I think they will respect us as an opponent.
Our live coverage of that gets underway after drive from 7 p.m. tonight. And Rangers' new head coach Danny Rowell insists the perception that he wasn't the first choice for the job doesn't bother him. Steven Gerrard and Kevin Muscat were both spoken to about the position before the German's appointment. More on his first press conference on the website at talksport.com.
talkSPORT News.
Boris Johnson's told the COVID inquiry that children paid a huge price to protect society during the pandemic, and a former chief constable of Northamptonshire Police has been charged over allegations he lied about his military rank and record. More from the news team at past.
talkSPORT weather with QuickFit. Whatever the weather, our range of services is longer than the queue at the Chippy on a Friday night. Tyres, MOTs, brakes and more. Book today at quickfit.com.
A day of sunny spells and scattered showers, heaviest rain in the northwest but much brighter in the southeast.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Champions League Drive with me, Andy Goldstein, and the dart player. It's Darren here, by the way. It's Darren Bent.
Darren here, by the way. Darren Bent.
Yeah, I just said that.
Everyone's just getting it this morning, isn't they?
You all right? Everyone's getting
it.
Right, Jiggo, we've got a show for you today. We're looking back at another bad night for West Ham. Are they favourites for the drop? West Ham fans, we're starting with 03717 2233 44. It's Champions League Drive, which means, of course, we're building up to all of this evening's European action, and we'll be asking how much credit Arteta deserves for making football ugly again. The words of producer Joe, not me. And ahead of our live commentary of Newcastle against Benfica tonight, we'll be asking whether Toon fans are the best in the Premier League. All that, plus we're finally bringing you Benty's Tea Time Takeaway, and yes, Adam Smith joins us live in the studio for this week's The Voice. This is Drive, this is talkSPORT. Get involved, pick up the phone, 03717 223344.
Well played, Jack.
Good way to start. You get goosebumps when you hear that.
We'll have a bit of that.
We will have a bit of that. How are you, DB? Sticker freak, you all right?
Yeah, I'm good, you?
Flying in the darting world?
Yeah, just doing what I need to do.
Oh, hold on. What's going on with the headphones?
They're in my bag somewhere, but I need to just find them.
Oh, cool. You got an old school.
Yeah, but how are you, all right? You all good?
I'm very well.
Not playing well at the minute, are you?
Not playing well in the world of darts. There's 9, just to let you know, there's 9 of us that play in the office. We've got a league table going on.
It's 10 now, isn't it?
No, it's 9.
No, it's 10 of us.
No, it's 9.
You played 9 games.
No, you play 8 games.
How much do you 10 of us? She was like, I bet.
Okay, there's a lot of us.
Yeah.
Top 2 go through at the semis, and then 3, 4, 5, and 6 battle out for the quarters, then the semis.
For the playoffs. I'm worried about it. You not play. You play with all this. When we play friendly.
Playing all right. I'm just not playing. But also, I have this thing where so many people know that I'm their cup final, so they raise their game, and I'm playing people and they're in 180s and 210s and 350s.
You got for yourself a mountain to climb because you've got some hard. You got Harry Durham to play.
Yeah.
You got Joe to play.
Yeah, he's not. He's playing as bad as I am.
He's not. But I just played really well.
I've got Ellis to play, the booker.
Oh my goodness.
Fletch.
Yeah, that's your only gimme.
Hey, listen. To win a competition, you got to beat the best.
True.
Just one win would be nice.
Yeah, one you haven't.
I know. What is it? 3 draws and a defeat.
Who beat you?
Oh, you did. We've got lots coming up today's show. I'm very excited about it. Mm-hmm. Very excited about it. You must be as well with the return of Champions League football and your team in action tonight.
Yeah, the Arsenal.
You going?
I'm not, no.
Right.
Actually, I'm going. Yeah, I'm going. Yeah. I got tickets. I'm sorry, I forgot. I'm not working. I thought you meant I'm working. Now I'm going as fun.
Oh, yeah? No, you're not going. Okay, fine. You would have gone had you had your season ticket.
Yeah. 100% I'll be there.
You live miles away, so for you to go to an evening game, it's an absolute...
What I'd have had to do is drive down, park my car at the stadium.
It's too much.
Then get the train to here, work, and go back. But listen, it's worth it. Champions League nights at the Emirates.
Why didn't you do it then?
Because I gave him the season tickets up, didn't I?
Oh, right, okay. You could have got a ticket. I'll get you. I reckon by the time we come
No,
up
I can get one myself.
Why don't you go? You just said it's worth it.
I want to watch it on the train.
Oh, right, okay.
In the comfort of the train. That's
you
not
don't go out.
That's not going to be on time.
You go first class, don't you?
No, I sit on the train. Listen, there's no such thing as first class. We all sit in the same compartment.
Oh, what a can of opened here. You go first class?
No, listen, we all sit. There's one train. I don't see first class. I just see.
Where do you sit?
I sit on the train.
What end? Why is this a bone of contention? What's going on?
No, I sit on the.
Hold on. Do you sit in first class?
No, my trains ain't got first class.
I don't know why you want to. Right. Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. No.
You sit with the normal people.
I don't see.
Far away from possible.
I don't see class.
Oh, fine. Okay.
So no, I sit on the Avanti West Coast. That never on time.
Yeah.
And
never on time, by the way.
Never. John.
I used to have to get them when I used to go to Manchester every other week.
Yeah, of course, Manchester Piccadilly. Yeah. Never on time.
Never on time.
This time of year, honestly, I've never known so many problems.
See what annoys the hell out of me. I'm guessing it's all trains.
Yeah.
Is when it's a big day of action. I was going to go sport. It might be a pop concert atmosphere as well. They don't care where your ticket is. They just get everyone on the train.
Yeah.
So like I would have first class returns to and from Manchester. Yeah. I'd come back and obviously everyone.
And they declassify the train.
And I'll go over to and they go, no, someone's sitting there. And I go, I've got D4. And they go, no, sit wherever you want.
Yeah.
What's the point of me buying that ticket then?
A lot of those are the problems that you have when they declassify a train. But with Avanti West Coast as well, when it rains a lot, I'm like delays. When it's too hot. What's going on? Like, has it got to be the perfect condition to be on time?
I know. Terrible. Just quickly, I just thought I'd mention this. I know we're not allowed to do shout-outs. It's not really a shout-out.
Don't do it then.
No. It's about golf. Because I play golf with someone. I love golf, right? Mm-hmm. Every year, the BMW PGA put on a Pro-Am event.
Yeah.
Lots of YouTubers go it, lots of ex-footballers.
Yeah.
If anyone connected to that is listening, I'd love to play next year.
Why?
I'd love to play next year.
Is it a celebrity one?
Pro celeb.
So why are you...
I caddy for someone.
No, is that what you'd like to do?
I'd just love to play in that. Every year I'll see it.
I can't watch you in that. I don't even like golf.
All right, I'd love to play in that. Maybe we could do a show from there. Drive time from... Oh, that'd be amazing. Anyway, if anyone connected to that, let me know.
There'll be loads of people that can get you in there.
I hope so.
Why can't we get you in to talkSPORT?
I don't know.
You ain't going to embarrass yourself, though, are you? A lot of people...
No. I play... Well...
Whenever you come these
this is why I said it. I hit an 88 today, which is really good for me.
And where would that get you in this Pro-Am?
Oh, yeah, no, fine. Yeah, 88's good. Good number. Anything under 90, you're okay golfer. Okay golfer.
What?
So...
I hope you get there.
I hope you play Muntau, whatever his name is.
Who's Muntau?
What's his name?
Chingato,
yeah.
Well, I can't play with them guys.
Where is he from, Chingato? Is he in England?
I think he's Spanish. I think.
So he's not going to play. Do they have paddle over here?
Yeah. What?
They have paddle tournaments like...
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah.
We should go.
I sometimes have a muck around with a couple of the top 10 English.
No, I know, but do they do a big tournament over here, like European Open over in England?
Mate, but I'm guessing. I'm to get to that level, those nuts.
I don't know. No, I'm saying to go and watch it.
Oh yeah, go and watch it, 100%.
Right, we've got lots coming up. Obviously, we're gearing up to a big night in the Champions League, so more on that a bit later on. Adam Swift will be with us in about 30 minutes in the studio we've got some big boxing coming up, including this weekend. You got Parker against Wardley. What a fight that'll be at the O2. But obviously, we're going to start with Nuno. He's still waiting for his first win as West Ham gaffer. So, are the Hammers in real danger of going down?
Into the penalty area, setting it back towards the penalty spot, slammed into the net by Matthias Jensen. It's 2-0, and rudderless and weak West Ham United have got just what they've deserved. West Ham's start to the season, for the first time in their history, includes 4 successive home league defeats.
That is that's unacceptable. That was disgusting.
And you got these players strolling about, not laying a glove on anyone.
This West Ham side is so bad, they could get relegated. This could be the year they go. A stadium built for champions, built for gold medal winners, built for glory, could be hosting second-tier football.
Not good if you're a West Ham fan. They have made their joint worst ever start to a league campaign following defeat at home to Brentford last night. It means that Nuno has now gone 3 games without a win as manager. His side sit 19th in the Premier League table. just 4 points from the opening 8 games. And after the match, Nuno spoke to talkSPORT's Ian Abrahams.
How are you going to change it around? How are you going to get the results to change, or does it just need time for you to let the players hear your philosophy?
No, we don't have time. We cannot afford the excuse of time. Every day has to be important, and starting for tomorrow has to be a day of improvement, a day of commitment. We need many things. We need many things to go out of this situation. We are not playing good. We are not getting results. We have to change and improve.
I suppose we should do, after any game of football that's won, we should congratulate the winning team, Brentford.
They played really well.
Because what usually happens is we forget about them. Real important win for Brentford.
Yeah.
They played really well. They did. But they were allowed to play really well because West Ham were just appalling.
Slow. No real game plan. It looked like get the ball to Paquetá, get the ball to Bowen, and they'll do the rest. Somerville's well, actually, I thought was okay.
Yeah.
But they are so slow. And I mean so slow. And that's why when me and Danny Murphy, by the way, owes me £100 for a charity. So
yes, a very good point.
I will be contacting him about that. I said it. I wondered in transition how West Ham would be able to cope with the likes of Atara, Thiago, Kevin Schade. I thought, because they are quick.
Yeah.
And then West Ham's problem at the back is they've got no pace.
So slow.
Every single time the ball went over, which is not hard ball to defend. Like one straight ball shouldn't be able to get you in. Every single time the ball went over the top, I went, oh my goodness, they're going to score. And if it wasn't for poor finishing from Brentford and a very tight off cycle, it should have been probably 4 or 5 in the first half.
Yeah.
If we're being kind. But it was really poor from West Ham. And I feel for Nuno because he's gone into a situation where the owners, the fans, I hate the owners. They wanted the last manager out, so he's gone. But Nuno's gone in there. He wants it to be a feel-good factor, and there's been no feel-good factor whatsoever.
Well, that was his first home game last night.
Exactly. And imagine that.
I know.
So this is where I think we're doing our Paddy's moans later, so I'll get into it more. But that's where I'm like, what do you expect? I know you want the owners out. I fully respect that. That's up to you. But you've got a new manager, and he's trying to do the best for his team. Like, he needs you. He doesn't need you at he needs you inside, cheering on the team. So,
but it's difficult for the fans. They're split, right? Because I agree with you. Your manager's first home game, you need to be behind the manager. But at the same time, and I do feel for West Ham fans, at the same time, their recruitment has been nothing short of appalling.
Yeah, awful.
And on top of that, I do think that Brady and Sullivan are two of the worst owners of a football club in the Premier League. What they have done to that club from where it was when they went there to where the club is now, they don't have a home ground. I know they'll say they've got London Stadium. They rent that. It's not a football stadium. It's an Olympic stadium.
Yeah.
They could have easily expanded Upton Park and put another 15, 20,000 seats in there easily, but they wanted to take the money. I do think that Brady and Sullivan have got so much to answer for because everything about that club, as it is with all owners, is down to the people that run it, that make the decisions, that are in charge of the money. And I can't think of any decent decisions they've actually made. They've gone in the right direction. The fans, all right, I'll be honest, little bit to blame because they wanted David Moyes out.
Yeah.
So there was a moment where the owners were like, "Oh, actually, we need to get the fans on our side. So let's get rid of David Moyes
get someone else in.
and let's get." Now that's backfired dramatically.
Yeah.
Lopetegui so wasn't the right appointment.
Nope.
And their squad just looks depleted. No one wants to play for the badge.
Well,
the fans are more, as I said, I feel for West Ham. They're so fed up with the way their club has run.
I was looking at some of their signings, right, and I was thinking, like, who's been a success in terms of recent times. So you go back to 1920, not 1920, but you know what I mean, like season 19/20. They signed Jarrod Bowen. Like, he's obviously without a doubt been one of the best, and they signed Thomas Tuchel as well in that same window. I think he's been quite decent. But,
Who?
Thomas Tuchel.
Oh, Souček, yeah.
All right. So I look at the team and I go, okay, they're two okay signings. Jesse Lingard came in for a bit, done really well, then he on loan in the COVID period. But since then, Kurt Zouma to a point, I thought he played his part when they won the Conference League. Paquetá, good signing, but then Scamacca, Ings, and I like Danny Ings. Aguirre, not good enough. Kudus was decent. Edson Alvarez, okay. Ward-Prowse, hasn't really worked. Mavropanos, a bit slow. They got Calvin Phillips on loan. That didn't work. Then you go Max Kilman, 47 million euros. Hasn't really worked out. Some of them are like full crew, can't stay fit, unfortunately. So then you're looking at him going, is that a good signing? There's so many of these signings, and you go to even Todibo, who they brought back. I'm not sure on him either.
But even if you go up to the now, they've got Callum Wilson.
Yeah.
Now, Adrian Durham was saying last night, alluding to the fact, the reason he didn't come off the bench is he's on pay as you play.
Yeah.
Now, if that's true, if they're not picking a player because it will cost them money when they need goals, and they've bought a striker,
it's embarrassing.
It's disgusting.
Especially at 1-0. It's not like 5-0 and you go...
That's the case.
Do you know, it's not like you're 5-0 down and you go, do you know what, there's no point in coming on because it ain't going to make a difference. 1-0, because they scored their second goal in the 94th minute.
I know. I mean, it is terrible.
Yeah.
It is absolutely disgusting. Let's take calls. I know West Ham fans want to have their say, because I'm not going to say West Ham fans are partly to blame. They're not partly to blame, but at all, because I really, really feel for them. Because their club, as I said, I think that Brady and Sullivan are two of the worst owners of football clubs in the Premier League, without a shadow of a doubt. But it's the first night your new manager is having a home game. It's a big game. It's a 6-pointer.
You need him.
They've got another one at the weekend. I think Leeds they got.
Yeah.
You need support. And it's such a horrible tightrope fans have got to walk.
Yeah.
Do I show support for the manager, but then I'm going to make the stadium full up?
Yeah.
Or do I just stamp my feet?
It is
I'm
a tough
not
one.
going in.
I just think for the new manager, he's probably thinking, wow, what have I walked into here?
Yeah, it's tough. West Ham fans, we're taking your calls. Are you heading for the Championship? If you do, I think it's a long way back. You've got stars like Jarrod Bowen, he'll be off. As soon as they drop down, he'll be gone. Pakatabi off. West Ham fans, you are third favourites for the drop. I think 11 to 10. You've got Burnley, then Wolves, then you. 03717 223344. West Ham fans, you'll be next live on Drive on talkSPORT. Joe, Run DMC.
With who? With who? Don't say anything to his ear.
Oh my. Aerosmith. He gave me a clue. It's Drive on talkSPORT Champions League Drive, I'll have you know, with me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent, alongside still to come. We'll be joined, yes, by the voice of boxing. Adam Smith will be with us in the studio. And Fabio Wardley will be on our show as well in about 8 minutes' time, so stick around for that. Just quickly, Nottingham Forest have confirmed Sean Dyche as their new manager. Arsenal have apologised to Atletico Madrid after there's no hot water available in the Emirates Stadium.
Love that. Them old antics.
Good work.
Yeah, it's fast football at its finest, that.
Oh, yeah, about radiators don't work. Brilliant, I love it. We're taking your calls on all things West Ham. Are they heading for the Championship? Yes or no? Will they be playing Championship football next year? Yes or no? You don't think so?
No.
I think if things don't change, they might be. 03717 223344. Scott is a West Ham fan. First up, Scott, hello.
Good evening, Andy. Good evening, Darren.
How are you?
He sounds hard, man.
Yeah, you sound hard as nails. What do you do for a living?
Sorry, no, I've just had a bit of hot curry, mate. I'm not hard at all. Don't you worry about that.
You're not convinced. I'm not going to argue with anything you say today. I'll be honest with you. What would you like to say, Scott?
First and foremost, Darren, you're a liar. You do travel first class because I get a picture with you in the first class lounge at Euston Station once. So.
It's nice though, isn't it? It's nice in there, isn't it?
It is, mate. It's all right. It's decent, yeah. Right, there's tons of things to say. First and foremost about last night's performance was absolutely woeful. Nuno doing basically experimenting, putting right backs at left back and left backs at right backs, playing with centre midfielders that I've hardly seen any minutes all season, that haven't got any pace. Playing Paqueta is a myth of a footballer at the moment. There's nothing in that man. Yeah. He takes 15 touches and delivers nothing every time. He likes playing up. He's got his antics, everything. We talked about signing Callum Wilson. This board have signed over 50 strikers since they've taken over. 50. Wow. And they've scored less than 200 goals between them.
Do you know what's crazy about that with the strikers? Sorry to interrupt you there. Is that you've sold Haller. He went on to do really well. You sold Skamaka. He went on to do really well. So do you reckon it's, I don't know, something at the football club?
Well, it's definitely something at the football club. I mean, if you look at Brentford, the three Bs, Brentford, Brighton and Bournemouth, yeah? The combined attendances of those three stadiums, I don't even think, well, maybe just fitting or maybe just a bit over what we get in our stadium, right? But them clubs are managed perfectly. They sell a player. You look at the front three of them last night, yeah? They've lost Visser, they've lost Tony, they've lost Mbeumo. They're all replaced, like-for-like players. Coming in, so no system change, no nothing, like for like. And they've all got pace and they break. No pace in West Ham whatsoever. Every player you mentioned there, not only did we buy and they failed, we sold them at a loss. Yeah. So we don't make any profit on any of our players. I think we bought that Felipe Anderson for 35 million, sold him for £3 million. That's a 32 million loss in a couple of seasons. Skamaka, you're losing another 15 million. Haller, we lose another 15 million. That's not sustainable. No. That's not sustainable in any business, any company, anything. And with like the sixth or seventh highest net spenders over the last 6-7 years, above the likes of Newcastle and Liverpool.
So let me ask you a question, Scott. Then do you have some sympathy then with some of the managers you've had, like Graham Potter? I have sympathy for them because they clearly don't sign the players that they want to go in their systems. I think it's David Sullivan sitting there going, right, this is what we've identified. This is what I like the look of. Now you work with him. Gary O'Neill last night turned around and said about it, like, I can't watch every player, but I tell the team, like basically tell the team that are buying the players, this is how I like to play football. Yeah. This is who you go and look for, right? That doesn't happen over at West Ham. No. There must be a slight. Do you know what, though, Scott? There must be a slight concern.
I want to ask Scott. So, Scott, do you think you'll be playing Championship football next season?
Well, after last night, you got to mate. Seriously, look at that. That was worse than Championship football. We could have been 5-0 down in the first half.
Yeah, you should have been.
Yeah, should have been.
Right. So it was absolutely woeful. I'm not. Fans not going. Fine. Don't go. Have your protest. Do whatever it is you've got to do. Right. But when we go away games, right? I was at the away game at Everton, and I will say I was disappointed with singing "Sack the Board" on Santo's first game. If we're going to be there and we're going to support the team, support the team. That's
the thing, and I think you're right, Scott. When it comes to, I understand their frustration, and I get it with the owners, but I just think for Nuno's first home game, just be there, man. Be there for him.
Still to come, we're going to be good call, by the way. We're going to be joined in the studio, by the voice of boxing Adam Smith. I hope he remembers his catchphrase, by the way, this week. First, it's time for No Googling Part 2. We've been talking about Nuno Espirito Santo. We want to know who's the first Portuguese player to win the Premier League. Do you know that?
Yeah, I think I know it is.
The answer to that and Boxing Chat, and Fabio Wardley join us live right after this. Well, I've just told you, right after this.
Sean Dyche has been confirmed as the new head coach at Nottingham Forest. It's a 2-year contract, but our chief football correspondent Alex Crook says the club statement makes it very clear the side's priorities have changed as a result of their season so far.
They talk about his teams being defined by defensive organisation, resilience, strength from set pieces mentioned in this statement. So in the space of 8 games, they've gone Forest from talking about winning silverware to basically trying to stay in the Premier League, and it's now become a bit of a relegation dogfight.
Dyche's first game in charge will be at home to Porto in the Europa League, live on talkSPORT this Thursday. Now, Nuno Espirito Santo admits he's got a serious problem getting West Ham fans back on side. Here's what they're telling talkSPORT this morning after last night's protests.
We have got 2 clowns in charge, and it's not a circus anymore. I won't go to the ground.
Too many people not playing for the badge, not proud to play for the club.
They've got some good youngsters, Pearson Finn in the youth. They've got Mohamed Kante. Give them a break. Give them a chance.
Meanwhile, talkSPORT's Stanley Murphy thinks this could be as bad as West Ham get under Nuno after that painful 2-0 defeat to Brentford last night.
He's got to find a team quickly that he can settle on and trust in and get at least to a place where they're harder to play against and harder to beat. He's got a big job on his hands.
There's more on that at talksport.com.
Don't talk yet. Not yet. Just wait. There's a gap. Just wait, Benty. You're going to ruin the song. There it is. I told you. Drive talkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent alongside. Before the break, I asked the question: who was the first Portuguese player to win the Premier League? Benty.
Luis Moany.
Yeah. With
Arsenal.
What year?
Well, it would have been 98.
97, 98. Yeah. Still to come, we'll be asking if Mikel Arteta deserves credit for making football ugly again in an attractive way.
Don't like that.
But now it's time for this.
There's a real feeling that this is the best versus the best.
White's lost control. White has lost control completely.
How many more do you want?
This is The Voice.
Yeah, it's time for The Voice, our weekly feature where we're joined in the studio by, yes, you guessed it, the voice of boxing, Adam Smith, to take a look at the week's biggest stories. Adam, are you well?
Yeah.
How are you, Smudge?
I'm good, thank you.
Good to see you.
Very good to see you both, as always.
So it's great to see you when we know.
I love Tuesday afternoon.
When there's a huge night of boxing coming up.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Let me just say,
it's a big week.
At any moment, Fabio Wardley is going to be free and available, and then I'll just cut you short and go, boy, shut up.
Absolutely right. Cut me off.
Because he's fighting this weekend. That's probably where we should start, Smudger, because you and I were talking about this over there in the gallery, about how tough a fight it is to call.
It's a fantastic...
Oh, shut up, both of you, because he's ready now.
And he's in.
I told you I'd tell you both to shut up. Let's say hello to our friend, the wonderful Fabio Wardley, who joins us live now on Drive. Hi, Fabio.
Hello, boys. How we doing?
We're good, mate. We're good.
Did you like the way I just made Adam and Benty both shut up because I knew that you were ready?
Yeah, you knew I was here as well. You knew I was here waiting. You were just setting them up.
We were watching you in the last ad break. We were watching you live on Sky, and Benty was like, "There's no way he's going to be ready for our show." But did you cut them short so you could come on with us?
Yeah, of course. They said, "Oh, Andy and Benty's on." I said, "Look, cut immediately. I'm off. I've got to go."
That's why we love you, Fabio. Listen, thanks so much for coming on. Adam Smith just walked into the studio and we're just about to talk about your fight. And my first question to him was going to be, I feel this is one of those fights where I would imagine in your mind, realistically, you don't think you're the favourite. But I think because you've got a much stronger punch, I think this could go either way. Do you feel it's evenly matched now? Or do you still feel you're the underdog?
Nah, like public perception, outward looking, bookies and all of that. Look, they all have me as the underdog in this, which is, I think, quite refreshing for me, to be honest. I think it's been a long time where I've been kind of I've been on that end of the stick. So, yeah, look, it's pressure off for me. I know myself, I know my skills, I know my abilities. I've done my study and I know where Joe's got his weak points and I'm looking to exploit those on Saturday night.
Fabio, I've got to ask you, how much did you learn from that Justice Hooney fight? Because, again, it was probably one of his best performances in terms of the way he boxed, and you probably found it probably your most challenging fight, but then of course you just demonstrated that power that you've got. How much confidence did you take from that?
Yeah, look, it was. Justice Hooney is a great boxer and a very clean boxer across the board. He's got very clear skills, good hands and feet, good movement. So he poses a lot of problems for me, and I'm sure a bunch of heavyweights that he's going to come up against. It just so happened, unluckily for me, I had to be the first one he chose to use all those skills on and try and display them. But yeah, look, on the night, it proved some different problems and different challenges. But I've said in the build-up to this, actually, looking back, it's done me the world of good because, say, look, I went through that fight, knocked him out in a round or two, got my hand raised, all great in the moment. But actually, going through a tougher fight, more challenging opponent, someone who exposes some flaws in me, gives me a chance afterwards to sit down with the team and go, actually, you know what, we need to clean up X, Y, Z in my game. Which takes me into this Joseph Parker fight, a more rounded fighter with more skills.
Fabio, it's Adam here. Hi. Really, really excited about the fight at the weekend.
Hello, mate.
Hi. Do you believe that because of those rounds against Justice Hooney and the activity as well going into this, Joe hasn't had many rounds in the past couple of years. Do you think that's a real advantage for you to get set straight away?
Yeah, this is the thing. I think this probably adds to why the fight is so intriguing, because there is different points on both sides, and the most common thing obviously is Joe and his experience, but ultimately there's been a large period of inactivity for him, and we know, as you, especially as a boxing fan, know how dangerous that can be. I wasn't fighting that long ago. Portman Road fight wasn't, in boxing terms, wasn't that long ago. And I've been very consistent over the last few years of making sure I'm getting out regularly and in top level competitive fights. So look, I'm sharp as a razor. I'm ready to go.
It looks like whoever wins this fight will get a shot at the title, will get a shot against Alexander Usyk. How difficult is it for you to put that at the back of your mind when you climb into the ring at the weekend?
Yeah, look, it's a very obvious kind of carrot that's being dangled ahead of me and Joe. It is the fight. It's the biggest fight in boxing. For any heavyweight who has big aspirations and big goals, there's no other fight out there that you would want. So to know that's at the end of the road is, yeah, distracting, I guess, depending on how you want to look at it, but hugely motivating at the same time as well. Because, look, knowing how close you are to something just means I'm going to fight that much more, train that much harder, put everything, absolutely everything I've got in me on the line because I'm inches away from a world title shot.
Fabio, how do you think this fight's going to go? And do you see similarities between Justice Hooney in the way that he boxes and the way that Joe Parker boxes?
Not really. In terms of similarities between them two, there's nothing really distinct. Like, don't get me wrong, I did a whole camp preparing for Justice, and I've obviously just finished a whole camp preparing for Parker. In terms of like crossover, there's not too many. There are some points, but nothing really distinct. Parker's just a good fighter in of his own right. So, look, I've been paying attention to what he does, not focusing too much on the past, and that's where I'm keeping my focus.
Fabio, you know the O2 well. You're well set with the big stages, having performed at Portman Road, and with, I guess, the slight underdog mentality, the pressure off your shoulders. Do you think we're going to see the very, very finest Fabio Wardley come Saturday night?
Yeah, look, I couldn't really ask for a better prep. Obviously, going into the O2 as well, a venue I know very well. I think I've boxed there maybe 7, maybe 8 times, something like that. And considering I've had 20 fights, that's almost half of my career, which is actually crazy when you think about it. So it's a place I feel very familiar, very comfortable, very at home. I've had a very big night there in the past as well. So I'm used to the electricity that goes around that place when the crowd starts roaring. It's all going to feel very natural to me on the night. So, yeah, I'm very much looking forward to it.
Was it a toss-up between there and Portman Road, but you thought you want to go somewhere where you know someone connected to Ipswich can win?
Honestly, he's horrible, isn't he? He's absolutely horrible.
What's he doing?
I know,
What's he doing? What is he doing? He's only doing this because I'm not in the studio.
Yeah.
He doesn't talk like this when I'm there.
Yeah, he's safe. Safe distance.
Did you want to talk football or should we just keep it with boxing, Fabio?
I wanted to talk football last week, but things have changed since then. But we've got a big night tonight, so it's all right.
You got
I'll talk football with you tomorrow.
What would you take? Last question: 3 points tonight or win at the weekend?
Oh, look, I fight 2-3 times a year, something like that. So I'm taking a win at the weekend for me.
Cool shot. Fabio, listen, we're huge fans of yours.
The boys have got many opportunities to redeem themselves.
Whenever you come in our studio, we're honoured. We can't wait for you to fight and win at the weekend as well. All the very best, Fabio.
Cheers, boys. Thank you.
Thanks, man. There you go, the wonderful Fabio Wardley. Listen, we'll stay talking about that fight at the weekend because I really get the feeling that he does enjoy being the underdog going into this fight because the last couple of times we've seen Joseph Parker, he's looked good, but his opponents haven't.
Can I just say, I really like Fabio Wardley and I really like Joseph Parker. They are two of the nicest guys in boxing. So it's a real tough one from that point of view on Saturday night. Yeah, look, Joseph's on a great run under Andy Lee. 6 wins, that win over Deontay Wilder, Zhilei Zhang, and of course Martin Bakole. But yeah, the inactivity, that might suit Fabio. I mean, Fabio had 4 white collar fights. He didn't turn professional till 22. You know, Joseph Parker was a world world champion many moons ago. So, in terms of sort of amateur professional experience, they're a mile apart. But he's learnt his trade, Fabio. He's not an easy night's work for anybody. And as we saw against Justice Hooney, the last thing a heavyweight loses is his power, the equaliser in that 10th round. And Joe's got to be really careful on Saturday night. I think Andy Lee will have a perfect game plan, but then Ben Davidson and Robert Hodgkins in the Fabio Wardley corner will have done their homework on Parker, especially with that ring rust.
So much I was going to say it then. I asked Fabio about it because that Justice Hooney fight, that might have done him more good, as you said there, because he pretty much lost every round in terms of boxing. He was struggling on the scorecard. I'm thinking, oh my goodness, he's going to lose his first
I thought
fight.
Justice boxed really well.
Really well. But then that power that he's got, that should stand him in good stead because now he knows that he can't box that badly again because against someone like Joseph Parker, who is a seasoned vet, you can't make them mistakes because if he's winning Joe Parker, he won't make that same mistake Justice Hooney made.
He also knows that Joe Parker got knocked out by Joe Joyce late.
Yeah.
So that's something else that the Wardley camp will be thinking about as the rounds tick on. The problem is that Parker has real momentum and he's grown into a very, very strong heavyweight. And Andy Lee is the hot trainer with the likes of Ben Whittaker revived. And I just think Joe, look, he is the man in waiting for Alexander Usyk. So it's Fabio Wardley to spoil that storyline, that party. Heavyweight boxing is so unpredictable, we just don't know.
It seems like ages ago that he got knocked out by Joe Joyce, doesn't it?
I'm going to put you on
doesn't it? 3 years.
I'm going to put you on the spot here. Right? Years and years ago, I think it was Errol Graham was in control of a fight and right at the end got knocked out. Do you remember that?
Yep, Julian Jackson.
That's it. How long ago was that? I mean, that's like 20 years ago?
I think that Johnny Nelson tells a story that he went back to the corner at the end of the 4th round, I think it was, or 3rd or 4th round, and Brendan Ingle took the gum shield out, and all his dentures fell out, Harold Graham. So he was more concerned about that, and when he was winning the fight, and when he went back in, he just walked into one, and Harold was one of the greatest fighters never to win a world title for Britain. So unlucky, but wow, he could punch Julian Jackson.
Do you remember the?
Sorry, I've just been told the year. What year do you think it was? I've just been told this.
Pass.
I said 20 years ago. I was miles with
30 years. No, 30 years.
35 years ago, 1990.
1990, yeah.
I was going to say, do you remember the Froch fight against, was it Jermaine Taylor?
Right at the end.
Right, with the same thing.
12 rounds.
He lost every round.
12 rounds.
Bang.
Yeah, that's Cole Froch for you, right? Just quickly, we were talking about Alexander Usyk. He has come out and said that he's going to fight for 2 more years, plans to return to the ring next year. But he has ruled out fighting against Moses Atoma. What did you make of him coming out?
He told me when I spoke to him a few months ago he'd have 2 more fights. He had the Daniel Dubois one and he wanted 1 more, but it sounds like maybe on the back of the Dubois fight he realises he could have 2, 3 more. I think he really wants to fight in Ukraine. So I think hopefully the situation will be calm by the time that comes around, whether it's a year and a half. I think he does want to do that. Joseph Parker's been waiting. He's the man that deserves the opportunity, but that all goes out the window on Saturday night if Fabio Wardley wins and keeps his unbeaten record. Remember, Fabio's never lost a fight. We all thought he was going to lose against Justice Hooney. He didn't. He got the draw against Fraser Clark in their fantastic rematch. First fight. The second fight he won in a round, but the first fight, the one at the O2, he had a huge fight there, or that's one he was talking about earlier. He got the draw, but he's never lost. Okay, so that goes into it. He's lost 3 times, Parker.
Last question, and then we'll have a quick break and talk more boxing on the back of it. Home advantage. Does that count for anything at this level with those 2 boxers?
I think Fabio will feel it because he's been at the O2 before, but I don't think so, no. I think Joe is loved by the British crowd. I think he's been adopted over here. Yeah. Since then, when he didn't really turn up in Cardiff against Anthony Joshua all those years ago, since then, I think we love him. We love the music videos. We enjoyed him during COVID. And as I said, they're the 2 of the nicest guys in boxing. So, I think it'll be a fair crowd.
Okay. Boxing Chat Part 1 complete. When we come back, Boxing Chat Part 2. Yeah, that's how numbers work. Right after this, Live and Drive. This is the Champions League drive on talkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent alongside. We've got Adam Smith with us in the studio. Big Liverpool fan. We must mention that game at the weekend. Still to come. We'll be asking if Mikel Arteta deserves credit for making football ugly again. Just quickly, Vincent Kompany has signed a 2-year extension to his deal as Bayern manager, keeping him at the club until 2029. Now, do you want the chance to win up to £100,000? Then listen up. This is talkSPORT's biggest cash prize ever. And we're going all out. A massive £100,000 completely tax-free could be yours if you're the lucky winner chosen to come to the talkSPORT studios on November the 13th. You'll get the chance to play to win that incredible cash prize. Don't miss out. Here's how to enter.
18 plus UK excluding Northern Ireland. For a chance to win, text the word cash to 83338 and you're in the draw. Text costs £2 plus one standard network rate message. You must have the bill payer's permission, or you can enter for free by calling 0330 880 3338. All entries must be received by the 6th of November at 4 p.m. This is a talkSPORT limited promotion run on talkSPORT, Talk and Virgin Radio UK stations. Full terms and conditions at talksport.com.
Right, time now for this.
The electrifying debate on talkSPORT with the Vauxhall electric van range, energising a better Britain. Search Vauxhall Vans to find out more.
Yeah, it's time now for our feature with Vauxhall. Each week we're celebrating the next generation of British sporting talent. Now today, Adam Smith has picked us 3 British boxing talents who he thinks have the ability to go right to the very top. Now, it just says Adam's top 3. I have no idea who you're going to choose, what you're going to say, so take it away.
3 teenagers I'm going to go for. I like the look of all of them. They've all turned professional this year. A couple are with Matchroom. One is with Frank Warren. We'll start with Leo Atang, as we're in the heavyweight division. Won the world under-19s, and he's had a couple of performances already, both by knockout. A big smile, lovely guy. Looks like he's got his feet on the ground, and like him around the scene, and think he's very, very talented inside the ring. So I'm looking out for Leo Atang.
Let me ask you a question about that. A couple of one, who's he remind you of? What style?
Leo Atang. There's a little bit about AJ. He's fluid. He can punch to the body as well. He moves well. He's a little bit smaller, but he'll grow into a bigger heavyweight. But he's sort of light on his feet, quite orthodox, but very talented young man. And he listens. I think it'll be good to watch his education. Alongside him.
Oh, sorry, one more. Sorry, when you win the under-19 World Championships, is it one belt? Is there like 5 governing bodies, or if you are the under-19?
No, you're the champion.
Just you.
Yeah.
There's
you're
no
the
other
champion.
And
he's turned pro early, and I like the look of him, and I think that he's mature. And I think, as well as him, a stablemate, a Matchroom stablemate, is Tia May Ayton. She is phenomenal. She punches really hard. She has been doing mixed martial arts, boxing, kickboxing since she was a young girl, since she was 4 or 5. She is just such a talent. Everyone you speak to who sparred with her, the likes of Sky Nicholson, just think she's going to become a multi-weight world champion. Katie Taylor is mentoring her, and Katie was her hero. So Tia May Ayton from Bristol is someone to really look out for. She won her 3rd fight in a row at York Hall on Friday night on the George Liddard bill. And then I'll go over to Frank Warren's stable, to Queensberry stable, for John Joe Carrigan, who made his professional debut in Scotland a couple of weeks ago. I think he won something like 59 amateur bouts in a row. He's from Carlisle. He's very, very flashy. I think he's going to be extremely exciting to watch. So John Joe Carrigan, Leo Atang, Tia May Ayton are my 3.
What's more impressive for a young amateur boxer coming through? Is it winning the world amateur title, or winning Olympic gold?
Fabio Wardley had 4 white-collar fights, and he's fighting at the O2 on Saturday night, headlining a pay-per-view bill on DAZN. So, what does it matter? I think, look, an Olympic gold medal, even a silver or bronze, but certainly the gold, look how much it helped Anthony Joshua. Luke Campbell won gold. Katie Taylor, of course, it's huge, but the World Championships... Frankie Gavin won the World Championships, didn't do as well as we expected as a pro. I think the Olympic gold is obviously more shiny, but in the trade, a world medal is hugely important. But these teenagers coming through, the next generation, inspired by the likes of Tyson Fury and AJ and Katie Taylor, this is where we're seeing gems now. I mean, Eddie and Franca are picking them up, and it's fantastic to see. Ben Shalom's got 1 or 2 as well. Caroline Dubois, still young, world champion. I mean, there's so many to choose from, but I'm going for 3 young teenagers who I really like the look of.
Smudge, is it a little bit like football? Now, when I say, I know it's not the same, but when scouts and agents now are looking at football kids, they're going at 7, 8 years old, where they're going, we'll get him. What age does it start in boxing? Because I'm guessing they're not boxing at that age.
So I'm pretty close to Moses Atalma and Francis Warren and Frank Warren. They first got hold of Moses. They started seeing his development when he was a teenager, when he was young, and watching him come through. Obviously, he's with his amateur coaches, but they keep an eye on him. And then when he's ready to go as a pro, they can sign him up. But yeah, there's scouts everywhere. Wow. In boxing, of course, there's managers, trainers. You know, you see the gyms, you feel it, you hear. And of course, the amateur strength in depth, what Rob McCracken does up at Team GB, it's fantastic. The Irish are brilliant as well. So many have been inspired by Katie over there. So yeah, there's a huge amount of talent coming through.
Stay there, because there's something else I want to speak to you about before I let you go. But that was all thanks to our friends at Vauxhall Vans. Explore the full range now.
The electrifying debate on talkSPORT with the Vauxhall electric van range, energising a better Britain. Search Vauxhall Vans to find out more.
I did want to let you go before we talk about Kell Brook, because he's going to fight for the first time in 4 years in February at a show that's going to obviously pay tribute to fellow former world champion Ricky Hatton. He's going to fight the man who Ricky Hatton was due to face in December. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah, Kell has stepped in, which I think is great of him. It's happening in February against Issa Al-Dar out in Dubai, and the Ricky Hatton Foundation, of course, has been set up to help mental health. I've become a trustee of that. We want some good to come out of the tragedy, the sadness that we've all felt, that you felt in here with me over the last few weeks of losing Ricky and Campbell and the whole sort of family and team behind the Ricky Hatton Foundation, and Kell will be fighting in February, and that will be, you know, a major part of it for us for the foundation. So I think it's really good. I think it's good that he stepped in. He looks in great shape still. We always see him out at ringside, and it's lovely that he's coming in and doing that in February.
Great. Smart. We've somehow managed to cram all of that into the last 30 minutes. Thank you so much for coming on our show. Quick prediction, Who will win the fight of the weekend?
I'm calling the fight. I won't give you a prediction.
He always does that. He's a man of the... You know what I mean?
Look,
scared. He's a coward.
I'm not a coward. I'm not a coward. I would say, and I'd say if Fabio was sitting right here, Joseph Parker should win this fight, but Fabio can win it, and he can win it at any time.
Right. I bet you said that about Liverpool at the weekend, didn't you?
Liverpool should have won.
Mm-hmm.
Harry Maguire.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Slabhead scoring. You going to win the league?
Yes. Yes. He says quite hesitantly.
Yeah. Very good. Smudge, always a pleasure and an honour. Thanks for coming in. We're going to have a quick break. When we come back, we're talking about Arsenal. If you want to be a part of the show, you can pick up the phone and get involved. 03717 223344. Clean that switchboard.
Sean Dyche and Nottingham Forest. Is it a match made in heaven? Well, the club highlighted his defensive organisation as a reason for his appointment, but Simon Jordan isn't sure it tallies with the club's stated ambition.
Marinakis has made such a song and dance and dog and pony show about winning things that as much as I like Sean, as much as I rate him as a manager, this is not a progressive appointment. This is an appointment to hold order, to keep the club probably in the Premier League and to give its best opportunity maybe somehow to find its way through the Europa League.
Elsewhere, Jose Mourinho's been on the charm offensive ahead of Benfica's Champions League clash with Newcastle tonight. He says he gets emotional about being at Sir Bobby Robson's former stomping ground, and this was his message to his players about St James's Park.
I told them that it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Even as an opponent, of course they are going to play with the Newcastle players. But I think they will respect us as an opponent.
Arsenal are also in European action against Atletico Madrid, but Arteta was asked about his Premier League hopes. He's not getting ahead of himself, though.
That's just a feeling that the next day you have to prove it, the next training session you have to prove it, and nothing else, and we cannot be busy thinking about those topics.
Meanwhile, Chelsea in action tomorrow night against Ajax, and Enzo Maresca says he won't punish his players despite their poor disciplinary record, including his own red card at Liverpool. They've had dismissals in the last 4 matches now.
I have 4 kids, and when they do something wrong, I don't punish them. I try to teach them to do the right things, and I try to treat the players in the same way. Try to help them to understand and not to punish them.
To cricket now, with Pat Cummins a doubt for the Ashes. Steve Smith is promising a seamless transition if he has to captain Australia.
I've stood in a couple of times over the last few years. I think since Pat started I've done 6 games maybe, so it's nothing out of the ordinary. You know, I know how the team operates. We're in a good place, so no, if it happens I'll look forward to it.
Cummins hasn't started bowling yet as he recovers from a back injury. And Australia's women will be without captain Alyssa Healy for their Cricket World Cup game with England tomorrow. She's been ruled out of the match with a calf injury. Both England and Australia are already into the semis. There's more on all the top stories at talksport.com.
Good, Charlton. Welcome back to our number 2 Champions League Drive and talkSPORT with me, Andy Goldstein. Darren Bent here.
I'm not going to lie, I am partial to a brioche. I love a brioche.
Warm? Do you heat it up?
Depends what I'm having.
Brioche?
No, but like a brioche bun. So I put like bacon in it or like a burger or something.
Okay. What was he had today? You said...
Oh, goodness, honestly.
What was that?
Chicken schnitzel.
That looked unbelievable.
With a bit of gherkins in it. Poi!
Yeah, how much you pay for that?
From Gales. Popped. Trust me. Trust it. Popped.
So to come on, we're looking ahead to Newcastle's game at home to Jose Mourinho's Benfica tonight. But now, does Arteta deserve credit for making football ugly again?
They've scored from a corner. This time it looks like Leandro Trossard's got the final ball. This one is floated right into a perfect area by Bukayo Saka. It's nodded on by Gabriel, tapped in at the line by Leandro Trossard. And Arsenal are going back to the top of the Premier League table.
And Arsenal have had 5 years preparing. Arsenal are a bit more a well-oiled machine.
I think Arsenal can be champions this year, and I haven't backed them in the last 3 or 4 years. I thought they were in the race. This year, though, when I saw the acquisitions in the summer, there's no doubt that they've gone up a gear, and they're doing it on the pitch.
The last chance of a dramatic late winner in front of the travelling fans, and it's nodded into the near post, and Arsenal may just have snatched the victory in stoppage time. Gabriel up from the back.
Yeah, Arsenal is at Atletico Madrid tonight with Mikel Arteta's team looking to make it 3 wins from 3 in the Champions League. They, of course, sit 3 points clear at the top of the Premier League as well. Arteta has been speaking to the media ahead of tonight's game, and he was asked how much inspiration he takes from Atletico boss Diego Simeone.
What he's done since he got to Atletico has been outstanding. Not only what he have achieved, but the way he's done it. I think the identity that he has created to the club, to the team, the spirit, I think they are very simple and clear to identify, and that's because the manager is very much them. And that's extremely difficult to achieve for a short period of time, and to do it for 14 years, I think he's been there now. It's something incredible, so yeah, a pleasure to meet him.
I've got some stats for you. I don't know if you're aware of these stats, but I'm going to give you Arsenal stats. I'm guessing this is all down to the new look Arsenal, the new look Arteta. 53% of Arsenal's goals in the Premier League so far this season have been scored from set pieces.
53%?
Yeah, 8 out of 15. That's incredibly high. Having conceded just 3 Premier League goals, they are also on course to break Chelsea's record of conceding 15 goals over an entire season.
That won't happen.
No, it's a bit early to say that.
I mean, think about...
You're currently on course to concede 14, but that's too early. Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, you look at that. What Chelsea did that season is nice.
Insane.
15 goals.
Yeah, it's nice. I don't really understand this. Teams who take the longest to set up for throw-in so far this season. And this is, i.e. teams who take the most long throw-ins. And it says Brentford, 25.4. Okay, so teams that are taking long throw-ins.
Yeah, so obviously you get the ball goes out of play.
And then they take the longest to set up.
Getting their players into position.
So, right, let me just explain that, because I was unaware of this before we talked about it. So what used to happen, you'd have a throw-in, you just get the ball, pick it up, throw.
Yeah.
But now what's happening is the ball goes out for a throw, and now teams like Brentford, 25 seconds, Spurs, 22, Sunderland, 22, and Arsenal, 20, they're taking that amount of time to move players into position, treating the throw-in like an actual set piece.
Well, that's what they're doing. They're getting the players up. First of all, the defenders up from the back, so that takes a bit of time when the ball goes out for them to jog up the pitch.
Yeah.
And then, as you said, they're getting the players into position, and obviously people have got signals, 1 arm, 2 arm, like they're taking a corner, and then they put it in, and then obviously your runs determine depending on what hand you put up. So the throwing comes in, you might have 2 that go across the front post, 1 that covers the middle, 2 round the back. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, of course it's going to take time.
It's a no-brainer, right? It's one of those things where throw-ins used to be literally just a throw-in.
Yep.
No real advantage.
No.
But now it is obviously a set piece.
Last night Brentford were chucking it from everywhere.
Is this good or bad? Because
it's good.
No, I agree with you, but some people are, it's ugly football. Like Arnie Slot at the weekend was moaning that Man United were playing long ball.
Who cares?
I agree with you. But...
I like effective football. I'm sick and tired of hearing people go, oh my goodness, it's horrible to watch, it's old school. Listen, it's about winning matches at the end of the day. And I don't know how many times I've got to say it, but set plays are such a huge part of football. Now, back my generation, the generation before me, all the way back, set plays have always been a big thing, right? They've determined some of the biggest matches throughout football history, right? If that can make you 1% better or it can make your team better, why would you not respect that? Because so Arsenal against Fulham, right, didn't play that well. They were okay, but I've seen them play a lot better. How did they get the win? Set play.
Well, so, eight of your 15 goals have come from that.
Exactly. So
I think that is mind-blowing.
You can't always play the free-flowing football that you'd like to play. Where, like, I go back to Arsenal, I think it was 2 years ago, 3 years ago, where we were there game 1 against Palace.
We were there.
Right, we were there. That season there,
Zinchenko and all
right? Arsenal played some of the sexiest football I've seen in a long time. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm loving this. Ultimately, didn't end up winning the league. I think to myself, Mikel Arteta's gone, well, do you know what? I'd like to be able to play that football, and we still can play that football, but I want to play effective, efficient football. Now, if that means that we don't play that well, but long balls, set plays, corners, free kicks, we're putting more emphasis on that to win games, I've got no issue with that.
I've got another stat for you. This season has seen an average of 3.85 long throws into the opposition box per game in the Premier League. The average last season was 1.5. This season it's 3.85. Arsenal have been a big part of that. Do you... I think it's irrelevant, but do you find it more or less enjoyable to watch football like this?
Well, I enjoy watching the ball go in the back of the net, however it comes about. So if that's Arsenal taking long throws, I don't care. Do you know what I mean? Because I've seen teams play lovely, great football and not win anything. And Arsenal have been playing some good football. But this season, as I've said, if you're not playing well necessarily, it's almost like a get out of jail free card, because Arsenal against Fulham, once they got the goal, it relaxed a bit more. They started to move the ball around, and some of the parts were really nice. But before that, it was a little bit stodgy, wasn't really free flowing. If that's the way that you win a game, no one's going to look back. If Arsenal do go on to win the league this year, no one's going to go, yeah, but their performance against Fulham, they only scored with a set play.
No one will.
Do you know what I mean?
But again, it's not my word, but I understand why people would use it. It's ugly football.
But how is it ugly, though?
Well, because like beautiful football is pass, goal. This is like long throw, flick on goal.
What's wrong with that?
I don't have 1% of a problem with it, but I'm just comparing the two styles. One's beautiful to watch. Yeah. Like, for argument's sake, the famous Brazil team of the 70s.
Yeah.
They ain't taking long throws.
Not even 2002.
Right. Okay, right. They're not doing that, are they? Right?
No.
But it doesn't matter. It's all about getting results. So I agree with you.
But do you know what my thing is?
But do you? So I was going to say, do you think it is ugly football?
I don't.
Okay.
'Cause what I'm tired of seeing, and you always hear fans go, oh, and they're right about this. How many times have you seen a team take a throw in the opposition's half and they just recycle it? So they look forward, they throw it back to the left back or the full back. He goes to the centre half, he goes back to the goalkeeper, and it's like, oh.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? The amount of times you hear supporters go, oh my goodness, like, what's the point in that? Like, you just keep passing it for the sake of it. If you've got an opportunity and you've got someone who could do the long throw and it's going to make them defend and you can get players up and they really attack the ball, why would you not do that?
Okay. Listen, for the sake of this argument, we'll call it ugly football. Just see.
You should know better than anyone when it comes to set plays. The treble, Champions League final.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Some of the
Without
biggest
those corners,
moments
No, I haven't got
in
a problem
football
with it.
history.
I haven't got a problem with it, but it's like football evolves every so often, right? And now it's evolved into
Always
this.
go back to the basics.
Always go back to basics. 03717 2233. Do you like ugly football? Let's take a call. Just also, I want to add into the mix.
I think ugly is the wrong word.
Well, it is ugly when you compare it to the 70 team. I haven't got a problem with it. It sounds negative. But when you compare it to the way Man City used to pass the ball about, or the way Brazil in the 70.
I mean, the 70, one of the goals in the final, 70, someone throws it down the line, he just hooks it in the air. Instead, Pele gets up and goes bang with the header.
Oh, the header, yeah.
He kicks it
That was the final.
20 metres in the air.
Yeah. Okay, but you understand what I'm saying,
Yeah.
right? But also, we'll add into this, because you never know, right? Is football's constantly reinventing itself, but it's reinventing itself with stuff that we already know. Like the long throw, it's like, oh, you've invented the wheel again, right? But sorry, here's my question. If anyone plays Saturday and Sunday League football and they think they can move football on because they're like they're doing something that no one's really thought of, let me know as well.
I wonder, right? Now, listen, he was a good player, right?
Yeah.
But I wonder if, say someone like Rory Delap now,
Yeah.
is playing.
With his price
right?
up.
That I wonder, like, he was a good footballer, so I'm not going to take anything because he was a really good footballer. But I just wonder, with that added aspect of how far he throws the ball, if some teams would go,
Well, okay. So
hold a second,
if Rory Delap was, let's say, 30 million,
yeah,
normally,
I think you get another 45. I think you get another 50.
Without a doubt. How much you say?
45 mil.
Another 50 million.
Yeah, because he could play.
He could win you the game.
He could play, but also that weapon that he had there, throwing the ball in. Like, I've obviously played against him many a time, right? There was nothing worse when I was at Villa and he was at Stoke, and they got a throw on, and you'd see Cameron Jones try up, Shawcross, who it felt about 7 foot, Robert Hoof going up. They had about 4 or 5 players that were probably about 6'5" plus, and it coming in at, like a missile.
Do you think we'll ever get to the stage where you're like 89 minutes in a cup final or a big game, and the ball's gone out for a throw, and the substitution's made because you've got to bring a thrower on?
No.
You know, like the NFL bring kickers on.
Yeah, but that's to get extra points.
No, I know, but do you think you'll ever get? Oh, we got to bring the thrower on.
No.
You know, like we saw it once. Was it Van Gaal brought on the Dutch goalkeeper just before the penalty shootout?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, he did. Tim Krul.
Tim Krul, that's right. Yeah, who did he take off?
Can't remember, but he saved them.
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah.
Imagine bringing a thrower on.
No, I can't.
Wouldn't surprise me. Have I got time for one before the break? Producer Joe says, we've got so many good calls, let's take them after. That's a good point, Producer Joe. 03717 223344. So many good calls coming up live and Drive and talkSPORT after this. Champions League drive and talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein, and of course the fella that chose this song, Darren Bent, who, by the way, has just gone out and got himself a coffee.
No, someone got it for me.
But not for me.
You got it for me.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Sort yourself out, yeah? You all right, Jack? Still come and find out what Benty's serving up with his tea time takeaway. Just quickly, Arsenal are working to renew Jurrien Timber's contract.
Need to buy and sniffing about, aren't they?
And Forest have confirmed Sean Dyche as their manager. Has it always been Dyche? Was it Sean Dyche?
Oh, I would say Dyche, but if it's Dyche.
Dyche, apparently. We're meant to be taking calls. Joe, my screen's gone a little, I can't see anything. It says, welcome to the Microsoft 365 Copilot app. So I can't really take any.
Well, that's fine. Just for a couple, we'll just guess a name.
Andy, I think I'm guessing it. Andy, are you there? Is it you, the first caller, the Arsenal fan?
Well, I'm Andy. I'm here.
How are you, Andy?
I'm good. I'm a first-time caller. Good to speak to you, even though you're a Man United fan, and great to speak to Darren Bent.
Well, it's good to speak to you, even though you're an Arsenal fan.
Hi, great to speak to you, Andy.
Why has it taken you so long to fight? How long have you been listening to talkSPORT and Drive for, Andy?
I've been listening, for years, but usually I get to listen when I'm either on the way home or when I'm on the way to a game. I'm on the way to the match tonight, driving through London, which is a mare. So, yeah. So I was listening to what you were saying earlier, actually, and I don't disagree with what you're saying, but I wouldn't say that Arsenal are playing boring football. I think if
we didn't say boring. Did we say boring?
No, we just said at the minute it's maybe not as free-flowing as
ugly.
Ugly
football. Yeah. Ugly, yeah. I don't think it's ugly football. I think last season, I have to admit, I'm a season ticket holder, and sometimes it was a bit of a struggle to drag yourself up, especially midweek, to watch Arsenal, because we weren't particularly on it. We weren't playing attractive football. If you roll back the season before and the season before that...
Oh, it was lovely, wasn't it?
It was awesome football, and we were unlucky to miss out. City were a great side, deserved champions. So I think Mikel Arteta's probably recalibrated a bit, and he's rolled it back. He's realised that, there needs to be a balance from free-flowing football to a more structured setup. Arsenal are really solid now. They don't look like they're going to concede. They always look as if they've got a goal in them. And whether that comes from a set piece, which, it's up to the teams defending the corners to stop the goals going in. Arsenal aren't playing football to win by scoring from a corner. It just so happens that that's a particular weapon they've got at the moment. And whilst they're getting used to playing with a number 9, why not bang them in from a corner? Nothing wrong with that at all.
There's nothing wrong with it at all. But it's not like the football that we've seen over the years from Pep's Man City. And I don't have a problem with it at all.
No, but sometimes, the tippy-tappy football that City have played, that Barcelona have played, that Arsenal were playing, sometimes that can be boring. If you're moving the ball 10, 15 passes, going backwards and forwards across the pitch.
Well, do you know what's funny, Andy? It's funny you say that, actually, because I remember there was a time, maybe last season before, I remember we had people calling up this show saying that City were boring to watch.
Yep.
People said, I can't watch City anymore. It's too boring. They just keep the ball for the fun. It's not exciting. I remember thinking, well, I find it okay. But that was a topic of conversation. People saying, City's boring.
Andy, thanks for that. Let's go to Frankie, another gooner. Hi, Frankie. How are you?
Hello, is that me?
Are you Frankie?
I am. Yeah, that's me, yeah.
And that's you. Have a look. Have you got a mirror? You could maybe double check it. Have a look at it.
Well, yeah, it is me, yeah.
Okay, good, Frankie.
Hi, Andy. Hi, Benty.
Hi, Frankie.
Can I just say something really quickly? I just want to say thank you. I listen daily, and you get me through kind of some dark times. Like, you always make me laugh and make me smile. So I just want to say thanks for that.
No worries at all, man.
Are you okay at the moment? You good?
Yeah, just working hard, coming home, making tea, just doing the usual, really.
Right. And have you always got someone to chat to if you have a dark day?
Absolutely, yeah.
Good.
Thank you, and I can always ring you guys up.
Always ring us.
Yeah.
Always
ring us.
Thank you.
Our pleasure, Frankie. What would you like to say?
So basically, I don't get all the kind of media hype that whenever Arsenal do well, there's got to be something negative. So the reason why people are jumping on Arsenal is because they're worried that we're just going to win everything like the treble.
I'm not worried about that, Frankie.
Well, no, clearly, because obviously a lot of people, like yourself, United fans, I work with a lot of United and City fans, it's always how other teams are not doing as well. But whenever we whenever we do well, it always seems to be there must be some sort of other problem with other people or what football style we play. Why can we never just be congratulated to how...
Oh, we can't do that.
What we do is better than what everyone else does.
Because that's not what football is, right? We want to see our friends suffer, don't we?
Why do you want to see me suffer?
I want to see Benty's team lose the league by a point. He wants to see my team get relegated. That's just what football's about, right?
But, yeah, you say about ugly football, though, but what I think it is, Andy, I think that we've got less skillful players like we used to back in the day.
Yeah.
Where there was people taking on other players, where there was just better goals. But now you're getting goals from maybe corners, free kicks, and I just think maybe it's just the style of what each player is being coached now. Yeah. I don't know, but obviously something's different, isn't it?
Yeah. Frankie, listen, thanks for your kind words, and if ever you're having a dark moment, give us a call and we'll make you laugh, all right?
Cheers, Frankie.
Thanks, Andy.
Thanks, man. Have a lovely day.
Nice one.
Let's go to Adam. He's a Stoke fan. Hi, Adam. How are you?
Hello, boys. Yeah, good, thanks. How are you?
Good, man. I'm very well. What would you like to say?
Yeah, no, I just think it's funny how, I'm all for the long corner. As a Stoke fan, I grew up with the long corner as well.
Do you mean the long throw or the long
throw-in? Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's what I was going to say. So, and I remember Arsene Wenger talking about changing it to kick-ins because they hated the long throw-in. You know, they were saying, "Oh no, they don't want that." They were moving towels when we were trying to get the throw-in because, and it was all a thing. And my mates were all like, "Oh, this is absolutely ridiculous, this throw-in." And now they're all like, "Oh, well, that's what football is. If it's there for a weapon." And it's funny how it's changed, but I like it. But I think it's interesting how Arsenal fans have done the full flip.
Yeah, how much would Rory Delap be worth nowadays?
Oh, I reckon you're about right with 45. When he got quite old when playing for us, didn't he? But yeah, if he was in 25, you've got to talk 45 million.
Do you know what's funny about that, right? About Rory? Because I remember going back to Dave Challoner. He's the first one I remember. Tranmere.
Remember what
Dave
year?
Challoner. He used to launch it anywhere in his own heart. Anywhere.
What are you talking?
So he was Tranmere. I'd probably say early 2000s, maybe late 90s, maybe. Right. Tranmere fan, if you're listening, just please let me know. Dave Challoner.
Tranmere fan? There's only one.
No, there's loads. He used to launch it from anywhere.
Over and Delap?
Yeah. Back post. Back post.
Here's a question for you. Joe, producer Joe can get the answer. Right? In metres. And whatever the answer is, we'll translate it.
Translate it? We're not talking a foreign language.
What's the furthest the ball's ever been thrown? In metres.
Oh.
Or yards. Let's go yards, right?
I'm going to go...
Let's go yards.
60 yards.
Oh, my... Peter Schmeichel could throw it over 60 yards.
Mate, me and you've had this discussion when you tried...
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, and you got it wrong. You tried to say Schmeichel could launch the ball from his own penalty area and land it without a bounce in the other box. That's what you said.
He could throw it over the halfway line.
That's not hard.
Oh, he's got the answer. Have you got it in yards, Joe? Oh, he's going to translate it in a minute. See, it's translate.
So funny. You said to me Schmeichel could throw the ball full length of a bit, bounce it from his own box and bounce it in the other box.
He could throw it, yeah. He could stand on his penalty area, right?
And throw it where?
Into the other box.
No, he couldn't.
He could throw it about 120 yards.
Andy, come on.
You got the answer, Joe? The answer is, go on. For a soccer throw-in, the record is 59 metres.
Oh, so I went far away.
And metres and yards are practically...
Yeah, I said 60 metres. I ain't close. I ain't far.
No, you're wrong. It's 59.
I was close.
You said 60. Miles away. Still to come, we'll find out what Benty's serving up in his tea time takeaway. It was meant to be yesterday, but we moved it to today. But before that, it's time for no Googling. Arsenal and Atletico Madrid make up two of the top three teams to play the most games in the Champions League without ever winning it. Who's the... Oh, you ain't going to get that. Who's the other team? Let me say that again. What a question. Arsenal and Atletico Madrid make up the two of the top three teams to play the most games in the Champions League without ever winning it. Arsenal never won it. Atletico Madrid never won it. Who's next on that list? That is an unbelievable question. The answer to that more coming up live and drive and talkSPORT after this.
Sean Dyche and Nottingham Forest. Is it a match made in heaven? Well, the club highlighted his defensive organisation as a reason for his appointment, but Simon Jordan isn't sure it tallies with the club's stated ambition.
This is not a progressive appointment. This is an appointment to hold order, to keep the club probably in the Premier League and to give its best opportunity maybe somehow to find its way through the Europa League.
Elsewhere, Jose Mourinho's been on the charm offensive ahead of Benfica's Champions League clash with Newcastle tonight. He says he gets emotional about being at Sir Bobby Robson's former stomping ground, and this was his message to his players about St James's Park.
I told them that is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Even as an opponent, of course they are going to play with the Newcastle players. But I think they will respect us as an opponent.
Arsenal are also in European action against Atletico Madrid, but Arteta was asked about his Premier League hopes. He's not getting ahead of himself, though.
That's just a feeling that the next day you have to prove it, the next training session you have to prove it, and nothing else, and we cannot be busy thinking about those topics.
Up north, can Danny Roll reinvigorate Rangers? While Wrexham midfielder Josh Windass is backing his former Sheffield Wednesday boss.
Obviously, my experience with him was top. Not just his coaching and his tactics, but he builds a real belief within a group and a club that I've not really seen before, to be honest. So, yeah, I think it'll be a perfect fit for Danny.
There's more on all the top stories at talkSPORT.com.
Driver talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein Benty alongside Champions League driver, let you know. Arsenal and Atletico Madrid make up 2 of the top 3 teams to play the most games in the Champions League without ever winning it. Who's the other one?
I'm going to go for... right, so they've all won it.
You won't get it.
Locomotive.
No. You can have chicken.
Kiev.
Yeah. Ukraine, I meant.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Come on.
Yeah, sorry. Ukraine. 186 games. How many do you think Arsenal are? That's probably the worst faux pas you can make. I apologise.
No one had it. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah, good work. Oh, there you go. Got it bang on.
Yeah.
Dinamo Kiev 186, Arsenal 213, and Atletico 178. 213 games.
Do you know, I am shocked that
embarrassment.
That Atletico haven't won it because they've been close a couple of times. Do you remember the one they were winning for so long and then Bale scored and then Ramos scored a header?
Bale scored the equaliser, didn't he?
That was a header as well.
Yeah.
What about Bale?
Still to come. What?
What a player.
Who, Bale?
People don't talk about him enough, man.
No, you're right. That goal we ran, was it the Copa del Rey we ran off the pitch?
Yeah, against Bartra.
That's unbelievable. Even when he runs back on the pitch and he takes it to not the byline.
You still think the defender's going to get there in a minute?
How's he going to score that goal? It's a frightening goal.
He hit one at the San Siro as well. I don't know if it's against AC or one of them. And like someone like kind of clipped it over and he swiveled and volleyed it and it just went...
Well, his Champions League goal against Liverpool.
Ridiculous.
Probably the greatest Champions League final goal ever.
It is the best.
I know people say Zidane's at Hampden Park.
I mean, people... And I get it. Ronaldo's got a lot more fans and I appreciate that. But Ronaldo's against Juventus is not better than Bale's against Liverpool.
Well, Ronaldo's overhead?
Yeah, against Juventus. It's not better than the one Bale scored.
That was pretty spectacular, but no, it wasn't.
Not like Bale's.
No, Bale's was absolutely... And he was quite... He'd just come off, right?
He just come on.
That's what, off the subs.
Yeah, and so high he jumped.
Yeah.
Go on, Bale.
Yeah, I agree with you.
He'll be on soon. Friday.
Yeah, we'll have him. It'll be him and Hugo Moany, won't it? Still come and have some fun with the best of talkSPORT. But it's time now for this.
How you doing? It's Darren Bent. Takeaway. Can I take your order, please?
Get my hands, marinate all up in the thing. I like my medium well. Ginger beer, oil over it. Get my brush thing, get the oil over it. It better be Heinz. If it's not Heinz, honestly, I'll lose it.
I'm Darren Bent, and this is my tea time takeaway.
Do you know what, right? Billy has just taken every random word that I've said and put it together.
So good, isn't it? Still, by the way, with the next international break, we need to organise our job.
Right, I'm going to reach out in the next break and I'm going to message Levi.
Okay, book him in. Then once he's booked, then we
we'll
have
go.
to do it.
Okay. Right, let's go.
Time now for our feature, Darren Bent's Tea Time Takeaway, where every
Joe sent us a picture. Didn't he? He's one looked nice the other day, man.
I didn't see that picture.
Yeah, man. He marinated it up all day to go back and cook it.
Yeah, but a picture, you can't tell food's nice by a picture.
You can buy the sauce.
Not by a picture.
Yeah, you can. When you boil chicken, yours is fine. It looks the exact same from when before
I
you
don't boil chicken.
You do.
You're
laughing.
Right. On my kid's life, I've never boiled chicken.
Your chicken looked the exact same as you left it.
I don't boil chicken. No, I've never boiled chicken in my life.
Yeah.
Never. I don't even know why you called. I don't even think you called me that. That was someone else.
No, that was you.
It wasn't. I swear on my kid's life, I've never boiled chicken.
Okay, how'd you cook chicken? Sorry, Joe. I know it's kind of
different ways. I'll either grill it, or I'll either stick it in the oven, or I'll fry it. If I'm making like a stir fry, I've never ever boiled chicken in my. I wouldn't even know how to. Like how long you boil it.
Yeah,
for.
you would.
Cundy does it all the time.
No way.
Yeah, because it's like meant to be really healthy. He does it all the time.
Oh, sorry, it's Karen now. Sorry.
Right?
Yeah, sorry. My bad.
Every Monday, Premier League 100 Club member Darren Bent will be giving us his 5 key takeaways from the weekend's Premier League. This was meant to be yesterday, but we ran out of time. Benty, acting time. What are you serving up for us this week?
Do you know what? I'm quite lie, Andy, right? Do you know what? Arnie Slott's got some tough decisions to make. Shoo.
Yeah, good acting. Let's hear from the Liverpool gaffer Andy Slot moaning to talkSPORT after that absolute crushing defeat to the mighty Man United at Anfield. And he praised, really, his new signings.
Even if you look at today, and if you look at Chelsea, and if you look at Everton, we've played with a lot of similar players that we had last season. But yeah, the ones we've left, we've replaced. And also today, I think we can only be very positive about the new players we've brought in. Foriobi is great second half. Hugo Ekitike's, what he did was also very special. And Jeremy Frimpong, who only came in for 10 minutes, was able to create a 100% chance for Cody Gakpo. So as long as the players keep working this hard, luck will come to us as well.
He spent half £500 million, right? You've got to be positive about all his summer signings.
Yeah, I mean, I said there about Slot has to make some tough decisions, and I think I understand that he's got some new players, but surely he must be thinking to himself, right, Kirkes, Robertson back in, man, because that has not worked at all. And I know you spent all that money on Isak. Ekitike has looked better than it. Even when Ekitike came on.
I agree that you can't drop £120 million strike.
Well, 80's not exactly cheap.
I know, but you can't.
No, but you have to. If for the good of the team, I think Ekitike so far has looked better in that Liverpool side than Isak has. And if that means Isak has to spend a bit of time on the bench just to get Liverpool back to what we know they can do, then that's what you have to do. He's doing it with Wirtz. Wirtz cost nearly as much.
If you could buy Isak at the end of the season for 90, even though you've spent, 70 on Gyökeres, would you do it?
Yep.
Yeah, I thought you'd say that.
Yeah, but no,
just a quick word about Mohamed Salah. Poor again at the weekend. Just 3 goals in all comps this season so far. Does he need a rest?
I won't say he needs a rest, but he's just not performing. And if he's not performing, it's hard with Salah because he, we know that he can come good, and that's the thing. With a player like him who's been so consistent for such a long time, you almost have to give him the benefit of the doubt and go, well, I know he's going to come good. And then it might get to a point where you're halfway through the season, it hasn't, then you take him out. But I think he's earned the right to go a few more games. I mean, the guy's been prolific ever since he got here. So a few more games.
He's earned the right, though. Do you not do it on form? Form's not good enough, irrelevant of how great you are, with everyone. So you treat everyone differently, do you?
I think some players you do. I mean, we're only 8 games in.
I know, but he's not been playing well.
No, he hasn't, but 8 games is not like
no, but he's not
15, 20.
Well. He's not been playing well. Why have you talked about dropping Isak in favour of...
Because they've got someone in that position who's better. They haven't got anyone who's played better in that position. Have they?
Well, I don't know. Frimpong looked all right.
All right, but he'll never carry it as much goal threat.
No, of course he won't.
So I'm leaving Salah where he's at.
Right. Do you want more acting from you, please? Where would you like to go next, Darren?
Palace and Bournemouth.
No.
I hadn't finished yet.
No, you went straight in. You're better than that.
No, you hadn't finished.
Imagine you're in the middle of a
scene.
scene.
Listen to me. Palace and Bournemouth. I was watching them at the weekend, right, Andy, and I looked at those 2 teams and I thought to myself,
what do you think?
They have to aim for Europe.
Okay, it's better. Let's him to Palace gaffing out Oliver Glasner. He's been speaking after that incredible game against Bournemouth. He was actually asked if his side can finish top 6.
We will see. Ask me the question at the end of May, and then we will see. I don't know. Just see the players, how hard they are working. I see how we are playing, how we are believing in us, and I think also the way we are playing is really nice to watch. Yeah? And then let's see. I don't know.
Bournemouth, they're 3rd. Palace is that 6 or 8? 8. Brilliant game at the weekend, might as well say, but brilliant game at the weekend. How good are these 2 sides? A mate of mine was at Spurs when Bournemouth beat them at the Lane.
Yep.
And said, wouldn't be surprised if Bournemouth finished top 6.
Well, that's the thing. I think both of these sides now have to aim for Europe. I know that Palace are in Europe this season and they could win that competition to be there next season, but I do think that both of these sides, I mean, what an advert for football that was, those 2 teams going at it.
Should have been the win for Palace.
Well, I thought Bournemouth had won it when Christie scored.
Yeah, late on.
But then they get another goal, and both these sides, especially with the inconsistencies around certain teams that are up there at the minute, you'd go to yourself, I put them, even Sunderland I don't quite yet, even though they're 7th because they've just got promoted, and I expect them to have maybe a little wobble, although they'll be nowhere near the relegation zone, which I'm happy about.
Yeah.
But I think for Palace and Glasner, and certainly Areola and Bournemouth, the aim now has to be European football, top 7, has to be.
Yeah. I mean, Bournemouth, they lost some key players over the summer. How much credit does Areola deserve?
Yeah, but they've lost a couple of players, but they turned one of the players that they've kept hold of into one of the best players in the league.
Yeah, you know.
So, every time,
you are right.
Every time he gets the ball, it's almost like he took the responsibility with these players leaving to go, okay, everyone thought we were finished. We'll see. Yeah. Every time he gets the ball, defenders now are petrified to go anywhere near him. Like there was one where, I think it was Richards, he turned Richards and he just ran. And I thought Richards was running quicksand. Couldn't catch him.
Who do you put that down to? Is it the player? Is it maturing? Is it the manager giving him more
I think it's a bit of both.
Responsibility?
I think a bit of both. I think the manager's given him the belief and said to him, listen, I know how good you are. You're our main man. Take us to where we need to get to. And then Semenyo saying to himself, do you know what? I know I'm good enough to succeed at this level, so I'm going to show everyone how good I am. And he's certainly done that.
Do you want more acting now?
Okay, let's move over.
See if you can ad-lib around the actual words rather than just say what it says.
Right.
So let me just tell everyone. So it says, Danny Welbeck could still play for England. And there's no audience. Let's see what Benty can do with that.
You know when we watch England internationals, right?
Do it without you know what. You do that a lot.
The last international break.
Action!
The last international break we just seen.
Yeah.
Obviously, Harry Kane, we know his first choice. Brilliant centre forward. Watkins done okay, scored a good goal. So I think he's there. But I think deserves credit.
No, I don't. Who?
And definitely should be in the next squad.
Who, Darren?
Danny Welbeck.
Good, isn't it?
Thank you.
Good.
Yeah, honestly, Welbs. Tell me why. I need a reason as to why he shouldn't be in there. And age is not an answer.
No. How old is he though? 37?
34. 37.
That's not. I mean, that is no age, right?
No. And
how old was Lambert when he played for England?
Yeah, he was like that, 34.
Yeah.
But Welbeck still in good condition, still scoring goals.
Lampard went to. This is what I got from my producer. Lampard went to the World Cup at 36. I went, and then he went, I think. He did, yeah. Okay.
No, but I think Welbeck at the minute. I mean, the two finishes were lovely at the weekend. Now, I don't know if he's ruled himself out. I've not read anywhere that he's ruled himself out of.
Well, of course he wouldn't have done.
Right, but tell me how he cannot be in the England squad. He has to be. Or at least in the manager's thinking, because we're all scratching around for who's second and third. At the minute, I see a first and I see a second. I couldn't tell who's third.
No. Who'd you rather have, him or Gyökeres?
Oh, Gyökeres still is younger. And he's
No. Game tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm still taking Gyökeres. But the Welbeck's been incredible. Absolutely incredible. For Brighton. He seems to be aging like a fine wine.
Yeah.
He's getting his most prolific seasons now are him getting older.
So fine wine. Where's my whiskey?
Oh, tastes nicer.
June. Have you opened it?
You can't remember you can't remember what you did yesterday, and you remember the whiskey.
June. Have you opened my present?
I've opened it. Yeah, a little glass. Yeah, sorry. I had nothing else. I did plan on replacing.
Are you serious? You've had
only one little bit.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I'll send you a picture later. I'll send you in the glass again.
Am I ever going to get it?
Yeah, of course you were. Half full.
Half full?
No, I'm going to bring you some. You're my guy, man. I'm going to bring you some. But listen, yeah, Welbeck for me should be in the England squad.
I think someone's birthday present. Go on, last one. So the acting here, Darren's got to allude to about the Sunderland's home form. He's going to keep them up. Let's find out how he ad-libs this one. Action!
Sunderland's home form, keep them up.
Brilliant. Well, they've already got
no clap, Jack. No clap for that.
No,
one?
I don't think so, Jack.
Okay.
They've already got more points this season than bottom side Southampton managed the whole of last season. That's incredible.
Yeah, and the reason why I say home form will keep them up is that I've played up there, and I know when the crowd get behind the players, it's like, honestly, I've described it as they make you feel like you're walking on water. Like they're so what I got on what I say. They're
although Barcelona's on the team.
They are so loud in there, and they come out in their thousands, and yeah, I think if they can continue supporting the team, which they will do, even if they go for a bad spell, the home form will keep them up, and I think the home crowd would have a big say and help Sunderland survive.
That goalkeeper used to be your goalkeeper.
Yeah, Chesney.
And
Podence, who hit the shot, used to be at Wolves.
And what?
Yeah.
Chesney. Was he any good at Arsenal, Chesney?
He was all right. He reminds me of a mini Hazard, Podence, the way he moves the ball and that.
Yeah.
But no, Sunderland's home form. We had some big results when I was at Sunderland at home. I think we beat Arsenal, beat City, drew with Chelsea, I think, at home.
Yeah.
We had some big results at Stadium of Light because the fans loud.
Talk to fans that are loud. When we come back at 6 o'clock, we'll be asking the question, are Newcastle's fans the best in the Premier League? If you're a Newcastle fan, you're going to the game tonight. Come on, talkSPORT, and have your say. 03717223334. They're taking on Benfica. What a game that could be. When we come back, we'll have some fun with the best of talkSPORT. Must be a tune goes like that. Java talkSPORT Champions League drive as well. Me, Andy Goldstein, everyone's favourite. And how'd you pronounce your name? Darren Bent. Still to come, we'll build up to Newcastle against Benfica live on talkSPORT tonight. If you go into the game, my switchboard is empty. If you want to have your say on that game, call now. You'll definitely be chatting live on drive at 6 o'clock, 03717 223344. Now, before we move on with the best of talkSPORT, do you want the chance to play to win up to £100,000? Then listen up. This is talkSPORT's biggest cash prize ever, and we're going all out. A massive £100,000, completely tax-free, could be yours if you're the lucky winner chosen to come to talkSPORT Towers on November the 13th. You'll get the chance to play to win that incredible cash prize. Don't miss out. Here's how to enter.
18 plus, UK excluding Northern Ireland. For a chance to win, text the word cash to 83338 and you're in the draw. Text costs £2 plus one standard network rate message. You must have the bill payer's permission, or you can enter for free by calling 0330 880 3338. All entries must be received by the 6th of November at 4 p.m. This is a TalkSPORT limited promotion run on TalkSPORT, Talk and Virgin Radio UK stations. Full terms and conditions at talksport.com.
Honestly, watch this, your mouth. Watch this. Watch him sitting down. Look. See ya.
Oh, my God. Barcelona 1-0 up. Lamine Yamal just... I don't know how he did that.
Who scores that? I can't see.
Time for the best of talkSPORT and Friends, where we run you through some of the recent highlight moments from across talkSPORT and our sister stations. Let's start off with last night's game night, where West Ham lost to Brentford at home. Sam Matterface and Danny Murphy were on comms duty. They discussed the global power outage.
If it becomes available during the game, it will be implemented when appropriate, slightly different.
Hinge wasn't affected, was it? That'd mess me up.
I didn't want to bring it up. You're dead hard, you. Dead hard. Is that also on your Hinge profile?
Hey.
I don't know what's on his profile.
Chris Murph of hair.
Do you think Danny's going to pay his bet? The bet he lost to you?
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, he's a man of his word, Danny, so I say yes.
Okay, what would the first line of Danny's Hinge be?
No idea. I mean, I'm the
his bio, I think the word
what do you call it? Magnet. I'm the magnet.
Yeah, the magnet for a reason.
Yeah.
How long could you last without any electricity?
As long as I had to, really.
I don't think you could.
Easy.
There's no Wi-Fi.
That's fine.
What would you do?
Play my games on my phone.
Oh, yeah, you could do that, yeah. Live football never stops tonight.
No, even if there's no electricity, I can still use the phone.
His phone's going to work, isn't it? If the electricity stopped now, his phone's going to work. Charged up.
Yeah.
All right, come on, Joe. Tonight, talkSPORT, our network brings you a choice of Champions League commentaries.
On to last,
bit random, that, isn't it?
On to last night sports bar, where Jamie O'Hara was alongside Cundy. Producer Ryan Bryan set them a late night quiz, but O'Hara wasn't having it.
These are a bit rubbish.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Drop
But
your pen.
really, there's not much fun in this. Okay.
Here we go.
Let me just put this back in. Sorry. He lost. He's lost his eye. Contact. Is that what fell out?
Yeah, his contacts fall out. This is how much he moves around.
I didn't wonder what he was doing.
He's the only person. He's the only person I've ever seen contacts fall out of. Ever.
That's a very good point, actually.
Would you start wearing contacts?
No, I can't deal with touching my eye. I could never do that. I could never do it.
What's the best thing you've ever lost?
I was about 16.
Yeah.
I was in Ibiza. Huh? There's a wallet. My wallet. I lost my wallet.
What's something you wish you never had to see?
Something I wish I'd never... Well, death?
No, you haven't seen it, have you?
No, I don't want to see it.
It says, what's something you wish you had never had to see? You had to see.
Well done. Do I have to see it or not have to see it?
Well, it's something you've seen and you wish you hadn't seen.
It doesn't say that. Read it again.
What's something you wished you never had to see?
Have seen or had to see?
I mean, it's badly written.
Well, you change it to your words.
Just whatever. What's the... Don't worry. The boys will take your calls from 10 p.m. this evening. I think that's about it for the Reach You.
That's me. Hugh's coming in. Let's finish with our weekly check on Ben Fletcher's overnights. Here he is discussing the classic ringtone, the Crazy Frog. But they've got time in their hands late at night, haven't they?
Whatever happened to that frog? I mean, I'd like to think, with the greatest of respect, it jumped out of a pond in a daze one day and accidentally found its way into a dual carriageway.
Yeah, or under a lawnmower.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. I mean, you know, we don't advocate cruelty to animals.
No.
Or any amphibians on this show.
No.
But I think where Crazy Frog's concerned, good grief.
Yeah,
what an absolute wind-up that was.
Oh.
Did you used to pay for ringtones?
I used to back in the day on Nokia.
Do you know, I was talking about this earlier on. No one in the office, no one I know, ever has their ringtone on.
Never. Mine's silent.
I've been in that office out with many years. I've never heard a phone go off. Have you? You ever heard someone's phone ring? Do people not use ringtones anymore?
I don't think so. I think everyone's on silent or vibrate.
What? What's your favourite fictional animal?
Fictional animal?
Weird today, no. Jack, did you sleep last night, Jack?
When you say fictional animal?
1-0 Brentford as well.
Like, would it like Mufasa be like
what?
Mufasa, like Lion King? Is that?
Oh, I mean, it's a real animal, isn't it? It's a lion.
Yeah, but it's fictional.
Like a unicorn is fictional, isn't it? Or is it a lion?
Yeah, but it's a fictional. Well, do lions talk? Do they?
Yeah.
Do they? Okay, Mufasa or Simba.
What's the most annoying song in the world?
That Crazy Frog was annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's annoying that.
Do you remember Star Trekking? Star Trekking across the universe. Remember that? No. That was number one for about 300 weeks. No. Fletcher returns to overnights at 1 a.m. on Saturday morning. If you can't sleep, that'll send you straight off. A reminder, 21 minutes to go.
Didn't read.
The brand new podcast, you missed it. 21 minutes to go. The brand new podcast with me, Andy Goldstein, Jason Cunny, is available now. And every time you download...
Dyche and Nottingham Forest. Is it a match made in heaven? Well, the club highlighted his defensive organisation as a reason for his appointment, but Simon Jordan isn't sure it tallies with the club's stated ambition.
Marinakis has made such a song and dance and dog and pony show about winning things that as much as I like Sean, as much as I rate him as a manager, this is not a progressive appointment. This is an appointment to hold order, to keep the club probably in the Premier League and to give its best opportunity maybe somehow to find its way through the Europa League.
Elsewhere, Jose Mourinho's been on the charm offensive ahead of Benfica's Champions League clash with Newcastle tonight. He says he gets emotional about being at Sir Bobby Robson's former stomping ground, and this was his message to his players about St James's Park.
I told them that is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Even as an opponent, of course they are going to play with the Newcastle players. But I think they will respect us as an opponent.
Arsenal are also in European action against Atletico Madrid, but Arteta was asked about his Premier League hopes. He's not getting ahead of himself, though.
That's just a feeling that the next day you have to prove it, the next training session you have to prove it, and nothing else, and we cannot be busy thinking about those topics.
Meanwhile, Chelsea in action tomorrow night against Ajax, and Enzo Maresca says he won't punish his players despite their poor disciplinary record, including his own red card at Liverpool. They've had dismissals in the last 4 matches now.
I have 4 kids, and when they do something wrong, I don't punish them. I try to teach them to do the right things, and I try to treat the players in the same way. Try to help them to understand and not to punish them.
To cricket now, with Pat Cummins a doubt for the Ashes. Steve Smith is promising a seamless transition if he has to captain Australia.
I've stood in a couple of times over the last few years. I think since Pat started I've done 6 games maybe, so it's nothing out of the ordinary. You know, I know how the team operates. We're in a good place, so no, if it happens I'll look forward to it.
Cummins hasn't started bowling yet as he recovers from a back injury. And Australia's women will be without captain Alyssa Healy for their Cricket World Cup game with England tomorrow. She's been ruled out of the match with a calf injury. Both England and Australia are already into the semis. There's more on all the top stories at talksport.com.
Welcome back to Last Hour Drive on talkSPORT Champions League Drive with me, Andy Goldstein. And of course, the legend, the superstar that is Darren Bent.
You're one of them boiled chicken brothers, aren't you?
No.
Yep.
Still to come, we'll have some fun, lots of fun, with the return of our feature clutching at scores. Very good there, Joe. But now, Newcastle hosts Benfica in the Champions League tonight. And of course, it's a game you can hear live on talkSPORT.
Welcome to St James Park.
Tonali at the edge of the area, drives it in. Newcastle take the lead.
They're set up now for me to really kick on.
And Newcastle United have got their first Champions League win of the season.
A city that lives and breathes it.
That man again, the record signing, Nick Voltemada.
They've got a terrific player and somebody that is going to improve as well. He's still so young.
Benfica look like
very best. We have a good chance.
Yeah, Newcastle hosts Benfica in the Champions League tonight. A game you can hear live on talkSPORT at the outside of 1-1 and lost one of their 2 games in the competition so far. Meanwhile, Benfica have lost both. Their gaffer Jose Mourinho has been speaking to the media ahead of the game. He revealed what he's told his players about what it's like playing at St James's Park.
We love these games. I mean, the Barcelona game here was so close for us. It could have been a very, very different outcome, and it feels
I told them that is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Even as an opponent, It's beautiful.
Now what's happening?
Of course, they're going to play with
the wrong one.
With the Newcastle players. But I think they will respect us
We're not playing
as an
it.
opponent. They will respect.
Should we play? Benty, would you like, if you could listen to anything,
respect,
what would it be? Would it be Jose talking about how excited he is?
Yeah, it would be, yeah.
I'd like. Let's find out where that button is, Jack. You got it now? Press it, Jack.
I told them that is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Even as an opponent, it's beautiful. Of course, they are going to play with the Newcastle players. But I think they will respect us as an opponent. They will respect our game. They will respect if we are going to be successful. It's beautiful to play here. It's a different profile than to play in the London stadiums, and we have to cope with that emotion.
Don't quite know what's going on there. But that was Jack. Do you want to go home early? Yeah, you do. Yeah, I never thought I'd say to Jack, but I want you to go home early as well. There you go. That's Jose Mourinho basically setting himself up for the Newcastle gig in the future.
Yeah.
I love Newcastle. I love the people of Newcastle. The football up here is great.
Yeah.
The town's great. The village is great. The corner shop's fantastic. Black and white's brilliant. Geordie fans are the best.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to tonight's game. The atmosphere. Listen, I've of course never played. What you do?
Sorry, Jules, come there.
Right, I'm going to have to turn that off, mate, because I can't.
I've been concentrating the whole time.
Yeah,
and
the face is like.
Oh, I can't turn my face now.
What's it like to play under the lights at St James's on
Crazy.
a weeknight?
Scary.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why?
Not scary, but do you know what's funny enough? I remember going up there to play a midweeker when I was at Charlton, and about to go out for the warm up, and they called it off because of the weather. Got all the way up there.
What was the weather? Snow.
Got all the way up there. Went to play. Got out for the warm up, and then they called it off. Couldn't have called it off before. All them fans.
Can I ask? All right, as a kid, when I was at school, I used to hate playing when there was snow. It was so cold, and you fall in the snow, you're going to hurt yourself. As a footballer, did you mind it?
Again, funny enough, I didn't like it because your feet get freezing. I'll never ever forget when I was at Burton at the end, and we had real thick snow. And when I say thick snow, I'm talking about it was probably midway up my shin, maybe a bit less.
Right, so your boots covered.
The boots, the boot, everything, right?
Yeah.
And Clough made us train. Properly.
What's the point of that?
Honestly, at St George's Park, so I'm talking about thick snow.
What was it? Why? What?
And just wanted us to train. Wanted us to get
Did
a
anyone
session.
go, what's the point? At St George's Park?
Yes.
You could have gone indoors. They've got unbelievable facilities.
Nah, but Burton, I think part of
the... St George's Park?
Yeah, that's where Burton train.
Yeah, so why do you go indoors? They've got 4G pitch there.
We get one pitch designated, and we only get that at the end of when other people ain't using the pitches. And honestly, thick snow, man. Thick snow, feet freezing.
What's the point of that? That's just...
Yeah, it was just...
So, no.
Yeah,
Did everyone moan? I would have moaned so much.
No, you don't moan with Cloughie, mate.
Do you not?
No, just get on with it.
All right.
Great guy. Just don't say anything.
It's not been the season Newcastle would have wanted so far in the Premier League. They're 13th. They're much better than that for so many reasons. Manager, players, etc. How do they turn it around? What's the difference between this Newcastle start and previous ones when they've been flying high?
But you know what? It's one of them where I think their away form is a big issue. That's the problem that they've got. I think is that away from home, they're yet to win a game away from home. They've lost one and drawn 3. Which you go, okay, not bad, but if you've got aspirations of getting where you need to get to, put it this way, Man United have got more points than them away from home, which is not great. But we know what Newcastle are like. They're a good side. They've got a really good team. Maybe not the biggest squad, but I do think they added some real quality to their team. And I think nights like this again are where fans play their part, and going to St James's Park where it's going to be loud, it's going to be hostile. Might stand them in good stead. I believe. But the only thing I'd say about that, is that you look at the Champions League, they play Barcelona, I think, for opening night, which is obviously a blockbuster of a game, and one of the goals from Rashford was absolutely ridiculous. So, and I thought they played well against Barca. They created chances. Anthony Gordon, I know he scored at the end, but he missed some big chances as well. So I put it down to they'll give anyone in Europe a game at home.
Well, they've won one of their 2. If they win tonight, obviously that's a good result. For them, it's just about making sure they're in the knockout stages or the qualifying for the knockout stage, right? Top 24.
Well, I've said I expect all the English teams to get through.
Yeah. Not naturally.
No, but it's like, however they've got to get through.
Yeah.
Mate, they might even finish in the top. They might finish in the top 16. Do you know what I mean? So I look at some of the teams that are in the chat, and again, no disrespect, but come on. If we regard the Premier League as the hardest and the best league in the world, one of them, and some of the teams that are in the Champions League, you're like, what? Come on.
You played, obviously, at Sunderland.
Yeah.
And you played at Newcastle at night time. Are they very similar?
Yeah. Like when I told you, when Sunderland are rocking, it's so loud in there. Like everyone's like, I won't say they're waving their flags because they're not, but they're just there in their thousands. Like they're there when you turn up for the game. Depending on obviously the opposition, they don't stop singing throughout. And it was mad because I had a few night games there, but not like I didn't only have any Champions League games there, so where it was really like huge. And even the derby are usually midday kickoffs, so you can't even say that either. Do you know what I mean? So, but even then, when we played the big teams, even on a Saturday, 3 o'clock, they would be there in their thousands, making that place hostile as it comes.
Well, I'm guessing it's going to be hostile and loud tonight. And one of the questions we're asking is St James's Park under the lights, the best atmosphere in English football. Let's go to someone that's going to say a big fat yes. He goes by the name of Vince. He's a Newcastle fan. Hi, Vince.
Evening, lads. How are we?
I'm good, man. I'm very well. How are you today?
Well, I'm sat in that thick freezing rain on the Tyne Bridge. I'm 4 hours deep, man, in this journey. And nearly here.
I broke down on that Tyne Bridge. I ran out of petrol.
What, in your Lambo?
No.
You ran out of petrol? That's so footballer.
It's so bad. Middle of the Tyne Bridge. Imagine that. Sunderland player, middle of that bridge.
And what happened?
I had to get someone to come out. The police had to come and help me, and I had to go to the petrol station. Madness.
Vince, what have you phoned up to talk about? The game tonight or the atmosphere that you always get at St James's?
A bit of both, really. I mean, I've just come back from Madeira. I've been out there for the European Masters Championship for athletics, and I had to convince the wife how important it is to jump in the car and drive up to Newcastle after I left us. So, I think we're quite amazing. It's on our wives how important Newcastle is, and the atmosphere tonight, lads, is going to be unbelievable.
Is it always like that? Have you ever been to St James? Are you a season ticket holder?
Well, I live in Tamworth. My brother's got a disability, so I get his carer's pass when his wife can't do it. So
okay.
That way. So,
and is it always rocking? Have you ever been to St James's and you've gone, crowd wasn't that great today?
To be fair, look, I'd be lying if I hadn't, because there are games that you go behind and we can't be silenced. But we still get behind the team. Then but these Champions League lights under the lights are just something else. I was at the Barca match. I came up for the Arsenal game as well. It was quite good. Last season in the semi-finals, there's been some good games. The crowd. I've seen an interview of John Joe Shelby earlier this week talking about reminiscing that. The fans. He's never felt as much love anywhere. Do
you know what? It's one of them where I'm pretty sure in recent times a Newcastle fans will be able to remind me, but I can even remember once in the Champions League where they really got in. I think it was Dortmund went there and really caused them some serious problems, like moved the ball really well and dominated them, to be fair. So I do expect Newcastle to get a result against Benfica. I really do.
Vince, how will it go tonight?
2-1. I think Malik Child, rather. I think he's going to score as well as the big German again. Walter Baltimore is going to get the other one, as he always does. So I think we're going to win 2-1.
Okay. Thanks for coming on.
He's been unbelievable, yes.
He's got on the weekend. I mean, the back heel, whatever you call it. Is that back heel or not? Was it
like a flick, like a kind of flick?
Unbelievable. I remember Sharpie doing one of them for Man United against Barcelona. Do you remember that game?
No.
You ever done one of them? You ever scored like that?
No.
You not?
No. Sorry.
Good info.
But no, Walter Mardy here started off really well.
Yeah.
Really.
I mean, they paid a lot for him. A lot of people were like, was it 60 or 70? Crazy money.
Yeah, I mean, they've got 100.
Just over 60, yeah. They've got their money's worth so far. Reminder, that Newcastle game is live right here on talkSPORT. Build-up begins when we come off air at 7 o'clock. Adrian Darren will pick up the reins. In fact, we'll speak to Adrian in today's show. We'll also have live commentary on talkSPORT 2. Man City, they're in action, so we'll have team news for both of those games. You listen to Champions League Drive on talkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent alongside. Still to come, we'll have the return of our feature, Clutching at Scores. Just quickly, Barcelona and Real Madrid are interested in signing Mark Gurley on a freebie next summer. I bet they are. Arsenal working on renewing Timber's contract. And Newcastle gaffer Eddie Howe has been speaking to the media ahead of tonight's game against Benfica. It's live on talkSPORT. He said he's excited for another Champions League night at St James's Park.
We love these games. I mean, the Barcelona game here was so close for us. It could have been a very, very different outcome. And it feels we've been in that position a lot this season where the results could have gone either way. We've been very competitive. We were competitive that night. Has a similar type feel under lights here. The atmosphere will be electric, I've got no doubt. I hope our performance mirrors that crowd energy that we're going to get. And I think if we're at our very best, we have a good chance.
We'll take more calls from Newcastle fans in a minute. 03717 223344 or minute. Time now for this, though.
Couldn't believe you got a yellow card for that. The game's gone.
Honestly, I've seen my Sunday League team defend better than our back line. Welcome to Moany fans on talkSPORT with Paddy Power.
Time now to hear from Aaron Nolan from our friends at Paddy Power, who's got something he wants to get off his chest in this week's Moany fans feature. Aaron's reputation has been a bit of a moaner, well established. Let's find out what he's moaning about this week.
I don't understand the sudden change in modern football tactics and how direct Route 1 football is suddenly making a comeback. This season has had the least amount of passes per game in the last 15 years. And everyone now does long throw-ins like Rory the Lap. The best teams in the world are taking kickoff by just booting it into touch like Johnny Sexton. Well, football analysts have actually found out that... Which football analyst? Is Tony Pulis saying this? And what happened to Pep ball and everyone copying Pep? Now we're being told, don't mind that tippy-tappy stuff. How has the meta changed?
Stop moaning. Well, Benty and I are going to see if we can out-moan the moaner with their own complaints of the week. We've got 30 seconds on the clock. I've never lost one of these. Producer Joe will decide whether or not we have eclipsed Paddy's moaner-in-chief. Would you like to go first or second?
I'll go first.
You don't want to? I'll go first.
No, I'll go first.
If you don't want to.
Okay.
Do you want to go first?
You fly this plane.
All right, you can go first. Your 30 seconds starts now.
So my moan is about what happened last night with the protest when Nuno Espirito Santo's obviously first home game in charge. Now I get it that the performances on the pitch haven't been great. They're not happy with the owners and I fully understand that. But at the same time, we've got a new manager in who's coming in to do a very, very big job. West Ham haven't looked great at all this season. So he needs everyone for his first home game, his homecoming. It's almost like, right, we need everyone on side. And the fact that he came out and the stadium was empty because of protest, I don't see how that helps the team get results. I don't see how that helps Nuno Espirito Santo start picking up results for West Ham. So that's the thing I didn't understand. I get it. You moan at the owners.
Stop now.
But
stop now. No. Stop now. All right.
I've won that, Jerry.
I know what you're saying, but they need to make a stand, the fans. So you're basically going against every West Ham fan, and I'm not comfortable with that.
What, with the,
I'm not comfortable with that. I would never go after a group of fans. You basically backed the owners. Didn't like that.
No, I'm backing the owners. I'm backing Nuno.
Well, yeah. My 30 seconds starts. Hold on. What am I moaning about? Oh, yeah.
Honestly, that sums him up.
Well, I'll still win. My 30 seconds starts now. I'm going to moan about managers moaning. We saw at the weekend, Ronnie Slot. His team got absolutely pummeled against Man United. Yet he couldn't come out after the game and go, the better team won. They were better than us. We didn't take our chances. He moans that Man United are playing the long ball. Oh, the long ball. Didn't think Man United... You lost. You got beat. And it also drives me mad when managers come out after a game and a player was sent off and they go, what do you think of that? Your player should have been red carded, shouldn't he? 2-footed. And they go, I didn't see it. Or we had a challenge like that last week and it was given a yellow card and we thought it a... Stop whinging. Come out and say, we lost to the better team.
Rubbish.
That's unbelievable. Joe, you're the producer. You're in charge. You're going to say,
Joe,
in my ear only. Who won that? Tell me now. Me again.
Darren Bent. Joe, you're my guy. Thank you, Joe.
I'm unbeaten with that. You're not. It's unbelievable. Thanks, Joe. Good work. There you go. It's Paddy Powers,
you're right,
Moany fans for today.
Correct, you're right.
18 plus, begambleaware.org. Thanks, Joe.
Moany fans on talkSPORT with Paddy Power.
Should we go back to the phone lines?
Joe, I can't send that. Oh, sorry.
Should we go back to the phone lines? 03717 223344. Ishmael joins us, Newcastle fan. Ishmael.
How are we, gents?
Good, man. How are you today?
Fantastic. Just in the car now on the way up to the tune to watch Newcastle hopefully give Benfica a good turnover.
A good hiding. I love the fact you've said you're fantastic. That's good. That's good spirits. That's what we want from Newcastle fans. I know you're going to be biased, but one of the things we were talking about earlier, are Newcastle fans the best fans in the Premier League? You're going to say yes, right? But why?
I mean, look, being from Newcastle, city right in the heart, the stadium right in the heart of the city centre, you know, I think if I fell over, I'd bleed black and white. You know, I remember the very first game I went with my father, you know, probably 35 years ago, out on the terraces. I remember the first time listening to, you know, the Bladen races, and yeah, the atmosphere, it just grabs you. And I think anyone that's been to St James's Park can understand what I'm talking about. It's just a fantastic place to be a supporter and watch the team that you love.
Ishmael, what are the expectations now for Newcastle fans at the beginning of the season? Because you had loads of success, obviously, last season, winning the League Cup, that first trophy, for a long, long time. You can't obviously spend the money that or all of it, that your backers have got, which is going to be quite frustrating. But in Eddie Howe, you've got, I think, certainly the best English managers, without a shadow of a doubt, we've seen for a long, long time. You've got a really nice squad. You've lost Isak, but there doesn't seem to be a gaping hole now up top. So what are the expectations for Newcastle this season? Not just in the Premier League, but Europe as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, that coming off the back end of last season, where positivity was at an all-time high for the Geordies, to then go through the summer that we had, you know, missing out on a lot of targets that we were going in for, and obviously the Isak debacle, to end up with Nick Voldemade at the end of it. You know, let's be honest, he was a bit of an unknown. I'd actually tracked him. He sort of came up in the suggestions a while back, and he was actually the striker that I wanted.
What suggestions did he
have gone in for the summer? So I was really happy to get Voldemade. I think he's overperformed. He's played really, really well for us so far, and I think he's such a young player. There's a lot more to come from him, and I think we've got to be thankful as Newcastle fans, you know, with the position that we were in 3-4 seasons ago compared to where we are now. You know, we're a progressing club. We're a progressive club, but I think that the table at the moment is probably looking a bit unfairly with the way that we've played. I think we've probably deserved some more points in some of the games we've played, but it is what it is. I'm sure that we'll come good towards the end of the season.
All right, what a good call. What will the score be tonight, Ishmael?
Say again, mate.
What will the score be tonight?
I'm going to go for a 2-1, 3-1.
So Ishmael, Ishmael, quickly, how cold is it up there? What's the temperature?
Oh, what's the temperature in the car, lads? 11 degrees.
Oh, Benfica ain't ready for that.
I've got my t-shirt. I've got a t-shirt and shorts on. You know what us Geordies are like.
That t-shirt's coming off later, isn't it? Thanks for coming on, Mal, mate.
No worries, mate.
Ishmael, thanks, Mal.
Mal,
mate. Oh, I was going to go. I was trying to work out if Ishmael was my best mate, what would my nickname be for him? And it'd probably be Mal. What would you call him? Ishi?
Ish.
Mal?
Ish.
That game is, of course, live on talkSPORT. Man City in action tonight as well. That one live on talkSPORT. But currently, Barcelona, they're in action. 40 minutes on the clock. Watching for talkSPORT is Darren Bent.
Yeah, so Barcelona there, the ball there, playing a good foul there from Lamine Yamal.
No. I thought commentary.
Oh, we were the comments.
Do it again, no. Turn down again. 40 minutes on the clock. The last we heard, Barcelona were leading by a goal to 0. I think there's been another one. Which way's it gone? Darren Bent.
Yeah, it's gone to Barcelona. It's now 2-0. Fermin Lopez has got his second goal of the game. Fantastic goal it was as well. They won the ball really high up. I think it was Pedri or Gavi. I ain't really been paying too much attention. One of them won the ball back up really high. It went into Rashford. He then moved it on to Fermin Lopez, and on the edge of the box, he went to shoot. He just took that extra touch, chopped back inside in the edgy area, and smashed it to the goalkeeper's right. Lovely finish.
Yeah, I think Pedri's injured, mate.
So it must have been Gavi then.
That wasn't Pedri.
No, it was one of them. I'm
right.
Lamine Yamal on the ball now. Cuts inside. Just plays it off.
And just quickly, where are you watching it from? What's the atmosphere like in there?
It's absolutely incredible. Yeah? I mean, it's hot.
Yeah. Where are you? Whereabouts?
It's not a new camp because obviously new camp's under construction.
Yeah, where are you?
I'm sitting pitch side.
Yeah, what stadium is it?
The Olympic Stadium.
Right. And whereabouts are you?
Just behind the dugout. It's beautiful.
No, that is the new camp. I think you're in the wrong stadium, mate.
That is new camp.
Yeah, I think it's a new camp.
No, it's not, mate.
Barcelona at home.
Yeah, it's not new camp. The new camp's under construction.
Yeah, under construction, Joe. Pedri's injured though, right?
Is Gavi playing? It's hot here.
More from Darren Bent.
It's hot here, no? I'll tell you, it was
hot.
Pedri's not injured.
Joe,
he's starting. Pedri.
He's gone off though.
Yeah, but he set up the goal, and he hasn't gone off because he's there. I can see him, number 8.
Oh, what's happening? Right, Gavi's injured.
Yeah, but I said Pedri.
Right, I'm getting false information from producer Joe. Honestly, between you and Jack, I don't think either of you know what you're doing, do you?
Pedro on the ball. Oh, no, he's giving the ball away.
Still to come, we'll be getting team news of all of tonight's massive games in the Champions League. But first, it's time for the last no Googling of the day. We've been talking about Jose Mourinho. We want to know who scored the first goal under Jose when he first arrived in England for Chelsea, obviously. All right? Mm-hmm. What are you doing?
I was watching a bit of Barca.
The answer to that and more updates live from whatever stadium Barcelona are playing in when we come back.
It's almost like they're just so scared at the minute.
Sean Dyche and Nottingham Forest. Is it a match made in heaven? Well, the club highlighted his defensive organisation as a reason for his appointment, but Simon Jordan isn't sure it tallies with the club's stated ambition.
This is not a progressive appointment. This is an appointment to hold order, to keep the club probably in the Premier League and to give its best opportunity maybe somehow to find its way through the Europa League.
Elsewhere, Jose Mourinho's been on the charm offensive ahead of Benfica's Champions League clash with Newcastle tonight. He says he gets emotional about being at Sir Bobby Robson's former stomping ground, and this was his message to his players about St James's Park.
I told them that is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Even as an opponent, of course they are going to play with the Newcastle players. But I think they will respect us as an opponent.
Arsenal are also in European action against Atletico Madrid, but Arteta was asked about his Premier League hopes. He's not getting ahead of himself, though.
That's just a feeling that the next day you have to prove it, the next training session you have to prove it, and nothing else, and we cannot be busy thinking about those topics.
Up north, can Danny Röhl reinvigorate Rangers? While Wrexham midfielder Josh Windass is backing his former Sheffield Wednesday boss.
Obviously, my experience with him was top. Not just his coaching and his tactics, but he builds a real belief within a group and a club that I've not really seen before, to be honest. So, yeah, I think it'll be a perfect fit for Danny.
There's more on all the top stories at talksport.com.
talkSPORT Champions League. Join me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent alongside. I've got an unbelievable clue for you. Unbelievable clue. You got a pen?
Yep.
Who scored the first goal under Jose Mourinho when he first arrived in England? Don't guess it, right? You ready? So surname.
Drogba.
No. Surname is what we eat to survive.
Food.
Right. And the next part of his surname is a film with Tom Cruise in where he's flying planes.
Top Gun. So that's his surname.
Yeah.
Food Top Gun.
Yeah. And his first name is when you think you're going blind. What do you have?
Glasses.
No, but you go to a shop and you have. Can I have a
eye test?
Right, that's his first name.
Eye test. Food Top Gun.
Yeah.
Idaho Johnson.
Oh, come on! I test food Top Gun. That's unbelievable.
I just went for the longest now. Oh, Idaho Johnson.
Well, that's at 7 Adrian Darbo's massive night of Champions League action. Newcastle against Benfica is here on talkSPORT. Whilst over on talkSPORT 2, you can hear Villarreal against Man City. Would you believe it? The GOAT, the legend that is Adrian Durham, joins us now to look ahead to it all. Adrian, good evening to you.
Andy, Darren, how you doing? How exciting is this? Champions League is back. 3 games tonight, 3 games tomorrow involving English sides. Fantastic. Love it.
Hey, let me ask you, when you go to a game, you're at the Emirates tonight, right?
Yeah.
Is there a different feel, Champions League, compared to Premier League football?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I mean, mainly because, and actually this league stage, which I do like, possibly changed it a little bit in that it is a league format, obviously, and there's 8 games, so you can lose one and you can still get through in that top 8. So it's changed it a little bit. But Premier League is like 38 games, and you can't keep saying every single Saturday this is do or die. Whereas Champions League, usually it's like, wow, this is a. But the thing I love about this game, Arsenal and Atletico Madrid, is, I mean, it's all been set up nicely by what I don't know if you know about the hot water in the showers and all that. I mean, it's just sensational. And the players were angry. The Atletico players were angry. So they're going to take it out on Arsenal tonight, or they think they are. But Arsenal are probably going to be too good for them. Mikel Marino saying, we have an amazing squad in every single position. Now, when one of your players comes out and says that, they've got to back it up with trophies at the end of the season.
They certainly do, Aidan. I'm looking forward to this game, obviously, for obvious reasons. But also, at Atletico, for such a long time, we looked at them as defensive-minded, quite horrible to play against, you know, I mean, the dark arts and stuff. But they've come away from that a little bit. They're conceding a fair few more chances, a fair few more goals. How do you think this game's going to go tonight?
Yeah, that's a really interesting one. They can do the defensive thing, but I think it's just one clean sheet this season. I think they've scored in every game, so you're right. They are a more attacking team. Their identity is different to what we used to associate with Diego Simeone. At the same time, they are effective on the break if they decide to let the opponent have the ball as well. That's something Arsenal have got to be wary of. I think that's the key tonight. Mikel Arteta can't categorically be certain how the opponents are going to play this evening. They came close to getting something at Liverpool. In hindsight, losing at Liverpool's a bad result, right? But given everything that's happened since. But Arsenal are just so good. I mean, they are one of only 6 teams with a 100% record in the Champions League after 2 games. They're top of the table. I think we're all starting to think we're all going to have to emigrate next summer because they're going to win the Premier League and the Champions League. So, I mean, I think it's a tall order for Atletico Madrid to come here and win tonight.
Yeah. Before we move on, do you think Arsenal got more chance of winning the Premier or the Champions League, Aid?
Well, that's a great question. I would say the Premier League because when I look at the others who could possibly win it, Man City, I think, are still yet to get back to their best.
Yeah.
Liverpool have just crumbled. I mean, you can't lose to Man United and be taken seriously, can you?
Disgusting, is that?
But Man United themselves, I heard this earlier, if Man United, you know, their chances to beat Arsenal on day 1 of the season, right?
Yeah.
If they'd won that game, they'd be joint top.
Yeah, well, if you add into that equation the missed penalties Bruno had against Brentford and who's the other team? Sunderland, I think.
Mate, I mean, Man United are going to win the league.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you not think?
And the boat race.
What's he laughing at?
I don't know. Wipe that smile off his face, come mate. How do you think the game at the Emirates will go? We'll move on in a sec. How do you think it'll go, Aid?
I think Arsenal are going to win it. I think they'll be okay. I think that they've got enough quality to see off Atletico Madrid, yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about another game, one that's live on talkSPORT here at St James's Park. We've got Jose's Benfica taking on Newcastle. Newcastle need to start putting in some performances, start getting results, right?
Yeah, they're bottom half of the table, Premier League table, absolutely. They lost to Barcelona. They had a big win against Union Saint-Gilloise, so up the mark in the Champions League. But I think you're right, and this game, the narrative has been all about Jose Mourinho, and he's possibly the Newcastle manager that never happened and probably should have happened. It might still happen, who knows? But it's been all about Jose. But actually, once the game kicks off, Newcastle have got to exert their superiority. Jose may well decide to park the bus and frustrate Newcastle United tonight. So I'm fascinated to see how that goes out. We've got it live on talkSPORT, of course. But, you know, that Newcastle and Barcelona at St James's Park since then. So I think it's about time they got themselves a win in the Champions League, just to stick a hand in the air and say, no, you've got to take us seriously in this competition.
Just quickly, the other game we've got live on the talkSPORT network on talkSPORT 2 sees Villarreal against Man City. Should be fairly comfortable for City tonight, would you say?
I thought that when they played Monaco and they drew 2-2. But Villarreal, 1 point from 2 games. Listen, if Haaland plays, he scores.
Yeah.
Man City win.
For him.
He's just 50 goals in 49 Champions League games. I mean, it's ridiculous. And actually, I feel sorry for a player like Voltemade at Newcastle, who's come in and done really well to start off his Premier League career. But it's all, cast into shadow by Haaland's numbers, and any striker is going to suffer by comparison with Erling Haaland. It's just truly insane.
Yeah. Wow. Hey, you're a superstar. Enjoy the night. Thanks, pal.
Cheers.
A reminder that after all of tonight's action, you can get your calls into O'Hara and Cundy on the Sports Bar from 10. Right, time now to preview tonight's European football action with our friends at Enterprise Rent-A-Car.
European football preview on talkSPORT with Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Whatever it is, we're here for it.
And that means it's time for this.
Clutching at scores on Champions League Drive.
Yes, our new feature, Clutching at Scores. See what we did there, where every Tuesday on Drive, Benty and I will be picking 3 games from the upcoming Champions League fixtures to predict the score of. If we correctly predict the result of a game, we'll get 1 point. If we get the score bang on, we'll get ourselves a massive 3 points. Throughout the season, we'll be tallying up our scores until we eventually have a winner. Now, it's been a while since the first time we played this, Benty, but on week 1, Benty, you scored 5 points with 3 correct results and 1 score being bang on, which was Arsenal's 2-0 away win to Bilbao. Meanwhile, I'm off to a decent start with 2 points thanks to 2 correct score results, blimey, which was Spurs to beat Villarreal, Man City to beat Napoli. So it's all to play for. I forgot there was points on it. I've sort of picked ones that I hope to happen. Right, it's time for us to pick our 3 games from the week. Should we go alternate?
Yep.
Okay. Do you want me to start?
Go on.
I've gone for your game tonight, Arsenal against Atletico Madrid.
Me too.
I've gone for, I don't think there'll be a lot of goals, and I don't think you'll win it because it's difficult to score past them, and vice versa. What?
I just told Adrian why it's not.
Well, I think it will be.
All right.
I've gone for 1-1 tonight, Arsenal Atletico Madrid.
I've gone for Arsenal 2, Atletico 0.
Right, do you want to elaborate or not?
Yeah, I just think Arsenal rock solid at the minute, don't concede many goals.
Yep.
Atletico, as Aid was talking about there, they've tried to go a different way of playing. I mean, a little bit more expansive. They might revert back to how we know they can play, which is defensively rock solid, but I thought Arsenal would have too much tonight, 2-0.
Okay. Go on, you can go next. What's your next game?
I've gone Bayern versus Brugge. Club Brugge. Club Brugge?
I've got that down as well, actually.
Yeah, Bayern Club. I'm going 3-0 Bayern. I just think Harry Kane is a freak.
I've got 4-0 Bayern. There you go, bottom one. It's interesting we chose that one. Could have chosen anything. The last one I've gone for Eintracht Frankfurt against Liverpool.
Okay.
I've gone for Frankfurt to win 3-1.
Have you?
I just think Liverpool, they're defensively, they're all over the place at the moment.
Yeah, but they score goals, man.
Well, I've given them one.
Well,
and they've got Brentford. Is it away at the weekend? It must be away, yeah. I think that's a tough game.
All right, I've gone
for Eintracht Frankfurt 3, Liverpool 1.
Oh,
I've gone Galatasaray versus Bodo Glimt.
Why have you chosen that game?
It's a good game to choose, isn't it? I've got Galatasaray to win 3-1.
Why? Oh, okay, based on what?
I like Galatasaray. I think the way they beat someone in their stadium. Was it Tottenham? Was it they beat Galatasaray? I think it was. I like the atmosphere. Get behind the fans.
You like the atmosphere?
Yeah.
What's it like there? How many people does it hold?
I think 60 odd.
Right, okay. Yeah.
I'm going to go Galatasaray to beat Bodo Glimt 3-1.
All right. Good luck with that. That was the look at tonight's European action with our friends at Enterprise Rent a Car. Whatever it is, they're here for it.
European football preview on talkSPORT with Enterprise Rent a Car. Here for it. Book now at enterprise.co.uk.
Apologies before Spurs fans go ballistic. It wasn't Spurs. They beat Liverpool. It was part of that run. They beat Liverpool 1. So that's why I'm saying Bodo Glimt. Sorry, Spurs fans, for you. Start having
2 big matches tonight. Newcastle in action live on talkSPORT here against Benfica. Villarreal on talkSPORT 2 against Man City. When we come back, team news for you. listening to Champions League Drive on talkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent, alongside one more Billy in the studio in a bit for the end of show quiz. But a reminder, follow us at 7 Adrian Dome hosts live coverage of Newcastle against Benfica from St James's Park. Team news for that is in. Let's get all we need to know with your commentator for tonight's football, Jim Proudfoot, joins us now. Jim, good evening.
Andy, thank you. Very good evening to you. Well, Sandro Tonali was the major doubt for Newcastle, and he doesn't start as Eddie Howe makes 3 changes to the team that was beaten at Brighton at the weekend. The Italian's been suffering from illness. He drops to the bench. Lewis Miley replaces him to make his first Champions League start in a couple of years. Ramsey's in for Joe Linton in midfield, and Jacob Murphy is preferred to Elanga. The 3 players left out all drop to the bench. So Newcastle have Pope in goal, Trippier, Chow, Botman and Byrne, an unchanged back 4. Guimaraes, Miley and Ramsey, Jacob Murphy, Voltemada, who's hoping to score for a 5th successive game in his club career for the very first time, and Anthony Gordon on the left-hand side. 3 changes for Benfica as well. Nicolas Otamendi, the former Man City man, comes back in, and Troy Deeney's alongside me. We kick off live here on talkSPORT at 8 o'clock.
Thanks, Jim. Over on talkSPORT 2, you can hear Villarreal against Man City. Mickey Gray is watching for talkSPORT. He's got all the team news for us now. Mickey, good evening to you.
How are you doing, Andy? You all right? Yeah, I'm just waiting for the Villarreal team, but it just came through now. It is actually Lewis Jr. in goal with Foyth, Mikatazgi, Renato Vega, Comisana, Moufinho, Partey, Buchanan, Pierre Gay and Pepe and Pedraza is Villarreal's 11. Man City make 4 changes from their 2-2 draw with Monaco, with Erling Haaland up to score his 12th consecutive match for club and country. They go with Donnarumma in goal with Núñez, Diaz, Stones and Gvardiol as a back 4. Gonzalez holding midfield. Savinho, Lewis, Silva and Jeremy Doku in behind Erling Haaland. It's Villarreal against Manchester City.
Mickey, just quickly, go through that Villarreal team again for me. You did it so well. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yeah, I can do it again if you want me to.
No, I know you'll do it perfectly. You've done it really well. How are you, Mickey? You good? Are you well?
I'm very good, mate.
Good,
yeah,
okay.
I'm looking forward to this one. Yeah,
Yep.
City are absolutely flying. They want to keep the momentum at the top of this Champions League table if they possibly can. So big game for them tonight.
Be a great game. Mick, always a pleasure. Keep up the great work for talkSPORT. Of course, Arsenal, they host Atletico Madrid. Let's get all the team news. Alex Crook joins us now. Crookie, good evening.
Good evening. Arsenal looking for a 100th Champions League victory. They make 2 changes from the weekend Premier League win over Fulham. Miles Lewis-Skelly gets a rare start this season. Gabriel Martinelli also comes in. It's Calafiori and Trossard who make way. So Raya, the goalkeeper for Arsenal. Timber, Gabriel, Saliba and Lewis-Skelly, the back 4. Eza, Zubamendi and Rice in midfield with Saka and Martinelli either side of Gyökeres, who could do with a goal up front. As for Atleti, well, their bid to end Arsenal's 100% Champions League record this season is spearheaded by the former Manchester City man Julian Alvarez, Antoine Griezmann and England international Conor Gallagher, both amongst the subs for Diego Simeone's side. Looking forward to this one. It's Arsenal against Atletico Madrid.
Good work. Crookie, you still there?
Still here, mate.
How's the hangover from the weekend stag do? Is it gone?
Just about recovered,
Yeah.
yes. Thank you very much for bringing that up again.
My pleasure. Have a good evening. Thanks, Crookie. Good work as always. One more. Billy's in the studio.
Evening.
How are you, Bill?
Really good.
How's your day been?
Really good. Oh, got quite a lot of words in there.
Did. A reminder, after all of tonight's football, there's lots of it. The boys on the Sports Bar from 10 will be taking your calls. 03717 22 3344. Put that number in your phone. That music means Billy's going to do the end of show quiz. Always happens at the end of show, hence it being called that.
Yeah.
What are we doing it on Billiam?
We've been talking about West Ham today.
You haven't. Me and Benny have.
No, I was talking about it earlier.
Oh, yeah, okay. Who to?
Just some people.
Okay, yeah. Brilliant defence. You, not them.
Yeah, so it's all about West Ham, sort of.
All right, sort of. Okay, here we go. This is going to be interesting.
Andy, what is the world record for the most calorific hamburger ever?
I reckon it's going to be about 20,000 calories. What are my options?
Fourth.
Hold on. I think we can go live now. Have you got the sound of it? I think we can go live over to Darren Bent, who's in a stadium. We don't quite know which one yet. He was watching Barcelona. They're in action. Second half's just begun. The last we heard, Barca were leading 2-0. It's been another goal. Benny, which way has it gone? I mean, that was pretty good. That wonder you do work for us as well on the comms. What are my options, Billy? Most calorific burger.
Yeah, 4,000, 7,000 or 9,000.
9,000.
Yeah. It's called the quadruple bypass burger.
Oh, that's awful.
I had a single burger since I touched down in Berlin.
I bet you've had that one.
From the Heart Attack Grill. So.
Okay, nice. You're going there, aren't you?
Yeah. Benty, pigs are because ham comes from pigs, very smart animals, but which of these animals is the smartest? Rat, elephant, African grey parrot.
Rogue African grey parrot.
Nah, elephant.
Okay. Yeah, everyone knows it.
Parrots can talk, though.
Oh, what's happening here?
Well, they can't. Yeah, they can.
VAR.
Pretty smart.
Hold on, there's something happening in the Barcelona game. Let's go live over to Darren Bent. The last we heard, Darren Bent, you told us that Olympiacos have scored a goal, but that doesn't seem to be the case, does it? Or does it?
Well, they're potentially checking something. I think it's a penalty review. I don't quite understand. I think it goes all the way back. But what they're saying is that a cross came in and maybe it was handball. But, I mean, it makes no difference. I don't understand why they're doing this because it's definitely handball. Before the cross comes in, El Kaabi goes to head it, and I can't see who the defender is. I think it's Restos. No, it's not Restos because he plays for him. It's Eric Garcia. But just before El Kaabi goes to head it, he punches the ball away. Even though the ball's ended up in the net, I think the referee's going to give a penalty here because it's definitely handball. But what's the difference? El Kaabi's already scored, but we're just waiting to get a decision. Ref's looking at the replay 12 times. Oh, it's now 2-2. What's going on here? I don't know what. Look, the scores have changed. I don't know what's going on. It's 2-2.
Sorry, aren't you watching the game for talkSPORT?
Yeah, look.
Sorry, what he's just got in there? It's 2-1.
Here we go. VAR decision.
Right. And the referee's saying what, Darren Bent?
He's given a penalty, so he's disallowed the goal from El Kaabi.
Yeah. So now what is the score?
No, hold on. No, hold on. They've already scored the goal. This is something else has happened. They've got a penalty. Let's get on with it, Chris.
Right. What?
Okay, the goal was offside.
Right.
But they've now given the penalty instead.
So what's the score?
Still 2-0.
Yeah.
Now El Kaabi's got a last score.
You'll never be on comms, Jim.
That's how comms. I don't need the reporting, do I?
Oh, yeah, fine, okay. So it's 2-0 Barca and a penalty.
I mean, they didn't help me by changing the graphics.
No, they did. It went 2-0, 2-2, 2-1, 2-0. Okay. We can't commentate on it. We legally can't. But, I mean, I don't think that was ever commentary, to be fair. It was awful. Go on, Bill.
Andy, how old's the oldest ever hamster?
Old's Scooter Frank.
He's not a hamster. It's going to be about 30.
4 years, 14 years, 24 years.
Last one.
Only 4 years.
Oh, okay.
Oldest hamster ever.
Bill, you know what's interesting about that?
Yeah.
I don't really care. Darren Bent, you're going to sign us off.
I haven't got anything.
No, you're going to sign us off with some kind of update.
El Kaabi's got a penalty.
He can't commentate on it. Make sure you stay with talkSPORT. Newcastle, they're in action against Benfica. That's live here on talkSPORT. He scored the penalty, by the way, 2-1. And Villarreal in action on talkSPORT 2. They take on Man City. After both of those games are finished, the boys on the Sports Bar will be taking your calls from 10 p.m. Stay with talkSPORT, a big night of European football. We'll see you tomorrow at 4. Be safe, everyone. Be safe.